Bob Allen Motor Mall, Hometown Radio Network, teaming up every morning to honor America with a playing of our national anthem. Phone number to call in is 859-238-WHIR, 238-9447. We'd love to have you right here on the radio, on the Joe Show, getting your birthdays and your anniversaries on here on this Tuesday, July the 15th is the date. Let's get your birthdays on here. Here we go. Birthdays today on July the 15th look like this. Let's bring them up here. I've got 2 birthday names down, and that seems to be the only 2 names that we have down. I'm sorry, we have 3. We have one more added to the list that Rick sent me. Ty McFarland has a birthday today. Jordan Shoemaker has a birthday today. And Derek Perry has a birthday today as well. Derek Perry, Ty McFarland, and Jordan Shoemaker. 859-238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. Call them in. Celebrate your birthday here on the Joe Show on this Tuesday, the 15th day of July. It's Tuesday, July the 15th, typical Tuesday morning show we have lined up for you with one change. Our first guest comes on here at 7:40. That's the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. And we will have Tyler Ray join us on this Tuesday morning. He'll call in and give us a County Agent's update from the Boyle County Extension Office at 7:40. 8 o'clock in the morning this morning, 8:10, we have Colleen, Boyle County Public Library on the show. At 8:20, Rumblyisms, the thoughts of Randy Graham, and Randy Graham's thoughts will be on here at 8:20 this morning. 8:40, James the Gardener is on here, giving us a Gardening with James segment. 9 o'clock in the morning hour this morning, the one change, no Dusty. Dusty texted me yesterday, said he would not be able to make it in today, but he would be in Friday, so no Kentucky Music Preview segment this morning at 9:10. However, 9:35 this morning, we do have a Tuesday with Stith and Yeager will join the show, and we'll see what's going on with Stith Funeral Home and answer your questions with Ann Yeager from Stith Funeral Home. That's the rundown of today's show. We'd love to have you on. Our phone number to call in this morning is 859-238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. We start you off this morning, as we always do, taking a look at early morning sports for you. Here it is. The Big Dumper wins the Home Run Derby. The Major League Baseball All-Star Game later on tonight, and a Sixers star undergoes surgery. Those are the headlines on this Tuesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Tuesday morning sports. Starting off in Major League Baseball's Home Run Derby yesterday with a Big Dumper did it. After putting together a record-setting first half, Cal Raleigh won Major League Baseball's 2025 Home Run Derby at Truist Park, earning himself the title of baseball's top slugger. The Seattle Mariners slugger, who hit 38 home runs before the All-Star break, the second most in league history, dispatched the Tampa Bay Rays 22-year-old Junior Caminero in the final, and was the first catcher to win the Home Run Derby. With his dad pitching and younger brother catching, Raleigh became the second Mariner to be crowned Derby champion, joining Hall of Famer Ken Griffey Jr., who won it 3 times. You don't think you're going to win it. You don't think you're even going to be invited, Raleigh said. Then you get invited, and the fact that you win it with your family is super special. What a night. But Raleigh's night almost ended early, advancing out of the first round by less than 1 inch. Raleigh and Brent Rooker had finished tied for 4th with 17 home runs, with the tiebreaker being the longest home run. That looked tied as well, with MLB's live tracker showing both at 471 feet, but Raleigh's went 470.61, literally inching out Rooker's 470.53-foot shot to advance out of the first round, and then Raleigh took care of business after that. The Major League Baseball All-Star Game is tonight, and manager Dave Roberts of the Dodgers and Aaron Boone of the Yankees announced their starting lineups yesterday, a day before the All-Star Game. And the pitchers are no surprise. Tarek Skubal of the Tigers will face off against Paul Skeens of the Pirates, who gets the start for the National League. In the NBA, Philadelphia 76ers forward Paul George underwent an arthroscopic procedure on his left knee on Monday to treat an injury sustained during a recent workout. The news comes a day after 76ers president of basketball operations, Daryl Morey, told reporters that for the Sixers to contend for the title next season, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and George need to be healthy. Last season, George averaged just over 16 points per game, but played in just 41 games. Maxey played in 52. Embiid played in just 19. And one of the most dynamic stars in the NBA is Victor Wembanyama, and the Spurs All-Star center said he has been cleared to play following a blood clot in his shoulder that was diagnosed in late February that ended his season last year. The 2023-24 NBA Rookie of the Year played in 46 games last season, averaging just over 24 points, 11 rebounds, 3.8 blocks, 3.7 assists, and just over a steal while shooting 47.6% from the field, 35.2% from three-point range, and about 84% from the line. Those are the headlines on this Tuesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Roll out those lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer.
Big Deal Store is rolling out the summer savings for you. You can purchase a $50 gift certificate from B&O Jewelers for just $29, or get this, 4 $50 gift certificates, a $200 value for just $100. That means you only pay half price. Stay in style with a visit to Anderson's Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Get a $50 gift certificate for only $35. $10 gift certificates to the Bread of Life in Liberty are just $7. Give that sweet tooth what it wants at Sweets by Cindy in Junction City. $10 gift certificates are half price, just $5. Applebee's Grill and Bar in Danville. Get a $10 gift certificate for just $7.50. $22 Pioneer Playhouse gift certificates are back. You get an entertaining $5 savings at just $17. Come clean with a visit to Thoroughbred Auto Wash in Danville. $20 car washes are just half price at $10. Check out these and many more great savings at our Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net. hometownlive.net.
Get off on the right foot at Danville Bike and Footwear, where you'll find walking, running, and trail shoes from Brooks, Saucony, and Asics, along with a wide selection of insoles for maximum comfort. Danville Bike and Footwear features Garmin watches with advanced wellness features that track all the ways you move from running, cycling, swimming, to Pilates, high-intensity workouts, and more. Make your way into Danville Bike and Footwear, 417 West Main Street in beautiful downtown Danville, a place where adventure and comfort ride together.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Thank you, Rayleigh. It's coming your way, courtesy of Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision, auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Dabs. Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye. Get a free estimate, and they work with their insurance company, fixing water leaks, window motor repairs, cell damage, and paintless dent repair at Danville Auto Body Shop. All right, you get rain shower chances today, a high of 90, a low tonight of 72. Tomorrow, showers, thunderstorms likely, mostly sunny, a high of 90. On Thursday, mostly sunny and a high of 91. Right now, it's 6:23 in the morning, and we are looking at 74 degrees here in Danville. 859-238-9447. The phone number to call in this morning, 238-WHIR. We love to have you right here on the radio on The Joe Show and get your morning started off with birthdays and anniversaries here on WHIR. Celebrity birthdays, those famous people having famous birthdays on this famous day, Tuesday, July the 15th. Let's take a look at it here. Starting off on this day, July the 15th, back 64 years ago, where Forrest Whitaker was born, actor from the movie Platoon, Our Family Wedding, The Great Debaters, Phone Booth, The Last King of Scotland, and Lee Daniels' The Butler. Here's a clip from that movie, The Butler. Forrest Whitaker, 64 years old today.
I certainly wouldn't want to be hired under circumstances that would make you feel uncomfortable.
Really?
You need butlers that you've handpicked. Men to your liking that will fulfill your vision of a proper White House staff.
There you go. That's 64-year-old Forrest Whitaker having a birthday today. 49 years old for a comedian, Gabriel Iglesias, who turns 49. Here's a clip of Iglesias talking about how Batman is creepy.
Batman's not the best superhero. Batman is the creepiest superhero. Batman is the creepiest superhero that has ever lived. He even sounds creepy.
I'm Batman.
Gabriel Iglesias, 49 years old today. Former governor and wrestler Jesse Ventura, 74, served as the 38th governor of Minnesota from 1999 to 2003. He was the first and only member of the Reform Party to win a major government position, but later joined the Independence Party of Minnesota. Jesse Ventura is 74 years old today. The late artist Rembrandt, born on this date, 1606. His full name was Rembrandt Harmazoon van Rijn. Best known works include The Night Watch, Bathsheba at Her Bath, and numerous self-portraits. Rembrandt, born on this date, 1606. Celebrity birthdays on this Tuesday, the 15th day of the month of July, folks.
Country music.
All right then, Mr. Voice. It was on this day, country music history, looking back at the year 1913 in Adams County, Ohio, where Cowboy Coppis was born. Lloyd Estel Coppis, who had the 1960 #1 hit called Alabama. I'm going back to Alabama. It was on this day, country music history, 1946. Send Me Down to Tucson. Linda Ronstadt will get the job done. Linda Ronstadt was born on this day, 1946. She turned 79 years old today. And it was on this day, country music history, looking at the year 1955, where Slim Whitman's song Rose Marie became an international smash hit, debuting on the UK charts and quickly moving up. And that's what's gone on this day, July 15th, country music history. Starting off on this day, 1913, in Adams County, Ohio, Cowboy Coppis was born.
Well, I went to a turkey roast down the street. The people down there eating like wild geese. I'm on my way. I'm going back
to Alabama. There it is. Cowboy Coppis, the American country music singer, was popular from the 40s until his death in 1963. Killed in that same plane crash that also killed country stars Patsy Cline and Hawkshaw Hawkins on March the 5th of 1963. Cowboy Coppis would have been 112 years old today.
Now some folks say that a tramp won't steal, but I caught 3 in my cornfield. I'm on my way. I'm going back to Alabama. One had a bushel, the other had a peck. One had a roasting ear tied around his neck. I'm on my way. I'm going back to Alabama.
It was on this day, country music history, in the year 1946. 79 years ago, Linda Ronstadt was born. Linda Ronstadt has won 11 Grammy Awards, 2 ACM Awards, has collaborated with many artists like Graham Parsons to Dolly Parton. Linda Ronstadt, having a birthday. And it was on this day, country music history in the year 1955, where Slim Whitman's song Rosemary became an international smash hit. Do a little yodeling. There we go. Get your yodeling on. Your early morning yodeling with Slim Whitman. The song's 11-week run at number 1 stood as one of the longest runs for many years on the UK charts. Slim Whitman on this date, 1955.
Marie, I love you. I'm always dreaming of you.
There you go. Slim Whitman, Linda Ronstadt, and Cowboy Compass have made their mark on this date, July 15th, country music history. It's 6:30 in the morning, and Bottom Hour News with K&N is coming your way next.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The Kentucky State Police, we understand that this incident at the church, I cannot imagine what those folks are going through, and we certainly grieve with the family of the victims. We grieve with the church family, this small-knit community. We understand that they all probably were very close to one another. And you can't put into words how terrible the situation was for them.
Kentucky State Police Sergeant Matt Sudeth, as more is learned from Sunday's church shooting in Lexington, where 2 people remain in critical condition. 2 people were killed in the shooting at Richmond Road Baptist Church. The gunman, 47-year-old Guy House, was fatally shot by responding officers in the church parking lot. Police say House also shot and wounded a KSB trooper near Bluegrass Airport before carjacking the vehicle and driving to the church. The trooper in question is still hospitalized in stable condition.
In regard to our trooper, he is in stable condition at a local hospital. He suffered serious injuries, and without the assistance of several good Samaritans, this likely could have been a very life-threatening injury.
The victims who were killed, Beverly Gum and her daughter, Christina Combs. A motive for the shooting is not known. Police did say House had active arrest warrants. The Blue Bridge in Owensboro will stay closed for several months. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says the work will include a new concrete driving surface, as well as making repairs to concrete and to joints. The bridge is expected to remain closed for up to 90 days. And multiple businesses damaged following a Louisville strip mall fire. These flames broke out around 8:30 Monday morning inside the strip mall off Bardstown Road in Fern Creek. At least 4 businesses, including Big League Haircuts, sustained smoke damage. No injuries were reported, and the cause of the fire under investigation. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
These Famous Recipes been serving the best chicken in Danville since 1972. Lee's is proud to serve up money-saving $6 meals that include 2 strips or 2 pieces of dark meat, livers or gizzards, your choice of a side, plus a home-style buttermilk biscuit and drink, all of it just $6. Don't feel like cooking? Feed the family with an 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece meal that comes with large shareable sides and home-style buttermilk biscuits. For your next get-together, call Lee's, the expert caterers, at 859-236-8777. Visit Lee's Famous Recipe, the chicken specialist in Danville on South 4th.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or 2 or 3 or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday, from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The city of Danville is in the running for a prestigious award. Danville has been selected as a finalist for what's called the Wooden Bucket Award, presented every year to one outstanding water or wastewater utility in the state by the Kentucky Rural Water Association. The award's been given out every year since 1990, going to a utility that has great customer service, operational excellence, and consistent compliance with regulatory standards. It'll be presented next month during the Kentucky Rural Water Association's annual conference and exhibition. Danville is one of just 10 to be considered for the award. The Mercer County Fiscal Court has given the first reading to an amendment to an existing county ordinance dealing with noises and nuisances from farms. The Harrisburg Herald's reporting that the Mercer County Fiscal Court approved the first reading, at least most of the original ordinance intact, but removes language that concern the lot size requirements for exemptions. The Herald says that the current ordinance exempts noise from lots of 5 acres or more in an agricultural area. The new amendment exempts noise on all properties owned agriculture, regardless of size. The first reading of the ordinance passed unanimously. Kentucky State Police is once again up for the 2025 Best Looking Cruiser contest held annually by the American Association of State Troopers. KSP has done very well in this contest the last 7 years, finishing the top 5 every one of those years and winning it back-to-back years in 2021 and 22. And this year's submission features air power as well. This year's KSP submission captures a 2024 Mustang GT Cruiser, a 2024 Dodge Durango Pursuit Vehicle, and a Bell 407 helicopter from the agency's aircraft support branch. Voting in this contest began last Friday. And we get a warm, steamy week this week with daily rain shower chances. By tomorrow, we get a combination of heat and humidity that could push the heat index up to 100 degrees in some locations. A few storms this week as well could give us some heavy rainfall. It's one of those weeks that we get sunny skies every day and daily rain shower chances every day, so bring your umbrella as you head out. I'm Joe Mathis.
Former CIA officer Jason Hansen here. In my line of work, I've seen firsthand how fast the world can change. With rising geopolitical tensions and inflation eating your buying power, it's time to take action. For me, that means gold. And for gold, I exclusively trust Advantage Gold. I urge you to do the same. Call them now at 800-900-8000 for a free gold guide to discover the security that comes with owning precious metals. Again, call 800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance may vary. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
If you are 50 or older, it is recommended that you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're an adult 19 to 49 with certain underlying medical conditions like asthma, diabetes, chronic heart disease, or COPD, vaccination is also recommended. Talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protectyourself. Furnished by the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's coming your way courtesy of the Little Sign Shop. Under new owners and operators, the Little Sign Shop has got you covered. They do full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design. They're in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Call them 859-238-7391. Chance of rain showers today. Partly sunny, 90 is your high, 72 is your low. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms are likely. Mostly sunny, high of 90 tomorrow. Thursday, showers, thunderstorms likely, mostly sunny, and 91 is your high. Right now it's 6:37 in the morning. It's 74 degrees. Tuesday, the 15th day of July. Larry Vaught and Vaught's Views. What's up with you, Larry?
Vaught's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
Basketball tournament was a huge success last summer, and La Familia, the UK alumni team, not only entertained Big Blue fans, but also brought back a lot of great memories. I'm hoping that will be the case this week when the TBT starts in Memorial Coliseum, and that UK fans will especially embrace DeAndre Liggins. Liggins was not a huge star at UK, but he was on UK's 2010 Elite 8 team and 2011 Final Four team and gained a national reputation as a defensive stopper. In a 3-month span in 2002, Liggins' father died of a diabetic attack, and his brother, Maurice Davis, a star high school basketball player, was shot and killed. Liggins was living with his grandmother, who encouraged him to start playing basketball as a 6th grader in Chicago. Liggins went to Findlay Prep in Las Vegas his senior season and committed to play for Coach Billy Gillespie in Kentucky.
Vaught's Views will return in a moment.
You know Wildcat Chevrolet for trucks. They've been voted best new car dealership for years. Here's Michael Oliver to talk about used trucks.
We love being known as your truck headquarters in southwestern Kentucky. New, of course, but also pre-owned trucks. Right now, we have a great selection on the lot. We'd love to put you behind the wheel of a truck that meets your needs and your budget. Come see why we have generations of families buying from us.
That really says it all. Take the short drive to Wildcat Chevrolet Cadiz for a great deal. Check out new and pre-owned inventory at wildcatchevrolet.com.
DeAndre Liggins played 33 games as a freshman on UK's NIT team, but when Billy Gillespie was fired and John Calipari took over, it did not go well for Liggins, but he transformed himself into a defensive terror. His junior year, he played the second most minutes on the team and was a huge part of Kentucky's surprising Final Four run. Liggins loved his time at Kentucky, and UK fans grew to love his all-out hustle and defense. Now I hope fans will show him even more love during the TBT.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Yeah, I remember DeAndre Liggins wore number 34. If I remember correctly, our listener from Lexington, hopefully one of the thousands and millions of listeners, but Mr. Packett was a big DeAndre Liggins fan. Hey, glad to have you on the show this morning. President Donald Trump recently said that he wants to sign an executive order mandating that soccer be called football in America. That would throw everybody for a loop. You have to call soccer football. It's a mandate, an executive order. Trump changing soccer to football. Check out the audio.
And now President Trump signs new executive orders.
All right, Mr. President, this executive order officially changes the name of soccer.
That's right. This is a big deal. Soccer will officially be known as football.
And this next executive order officially changes the name of football.
This is a huge deal. I am changing the name of football to Trump ball. It's a great sport, Trump ball.
And this next executive order officially changes the name of basketball.
This is the biggest deal ever. I'm officially changing the name of basketball to Trumpsketball. Very fun sport, Trumpsketball.
And finally, this executive order changes the name of diarrhea.
That's right. From this moment forward, diarrhea will officially be called Rosie O'Donnell.
This has been President Trump signing new executive orders.
Let's see what's going on in this morning's world of good. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I am right there with you. These stories remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. It's my way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go do the same for somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up on the piano. It's Mr. Floyd Kramer for ya. Story number one coming from Ukraine, where during a missile attack on Kyiv last week, Dr. Boris Todorov risked his life to deliver a donor heart across the city for a critical transplant operation on a young girl. Despite the ongoing assault, the heart was successfully transplanted and is functioning very well. The donor was a 4-year-old girl who also saved 2 other children with her kidney and liver, marking a profound act of compassion amidst this devastating war. Story number 2 coming from Nevada, where a Nevada resident heard a baby crying near a dumpster and acted quickly, climbing in to rescue the newborn and calling 911. Emergency responders confirmed the infant was healthy and created the bystander swift, selfless action with saving that child's life. Officials are using the moment to remind the public about Nevada's safe haven law, which does allow parents to safely and legally surrender infants up to 30 days old. Of course, we have numerous blessing baby boxes across Kentucky, one here in Danville as well, in the fire station on the bypass, where you can surrender a baby there at the newborn baby box. And story number 3 coming from Los Angeles, where last Thursday night, a partial tunnel collapse in Los Angeles trapped 27 workers 450 feet underground, forcing a tense escape 6 miles from the nearest access point. The workers coordinated with 4 colleagues just outside the collapsed area to widen a narrow passage, enabling them to evacuate safely. All 31 people in the tunnel emerged unharmed thanks to their training, composure, and their swift actions. The good news, all 31 workers rescued unharmed after an LA tunnel collapse. A good Samaritan saves a crying newborn from a Nevada dumpster, and a Ukrainian doctor drives through an attack to deliver a child's heart for a transplant. That's what's going on in this morning's world of absolute good, folks. PRN's Garage Pass is hopefully coming up next. I had some issues with it last week. If we do have it, it's coming up next. If not, we'll give you another look at sports and then see what's going on with Silliness at Sunrise. It's all coming up on the Joe Show. Floyd Kramer, take us home. Buddy, it's all yours. Oh, yeah, Garage Pass is so back.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, HIMS can help. Through HIMS.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but HIMS can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Yeah, he had a proper crack. It was cool racing. I didn't have anything for Shane. He did an incredible job.
Just proud that we're moving on. It's pretty cool.
I'm Mark Darrow, and this is PRN's Garage Pass.
At Napa, we've spent the last 100 years building our business into an engine that powers yours. Whether you're big or small, national or local, Napa has the automotive solutions your business needs to stay moving. And it's all driven by a nationwide network of quality parts and exceptional service on one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead. That's why we are the pros that know.
At Sonoma Raceway during the Toyota Save Mart 350, Shane Van Gisbergen was the cat, and the rest of the competition, well, they were the mice he played with on the way to his third straight road race victory, leading a record 97 of the 110 laps.
To do it again is hard to put into words at the moment. For us, it was a tough start to the year. We've gotten better and better, and yeah, as a team, it's such a cool atmosphere to be a part of, and so special to share it with these guys and girls.
Whether from up close occasionally, but mostly from far off, runner-up Chase Briscoe had to look at SVG's back bumper all day.
I didn't have anything for Shane. He did an incredible job. You know, I felt like that was the best race I could run. I felt like our car was 99% there. And if I had another 1%, I don't think I was going to beat him still. So proud to be, I guess, second best.
With only 6 races left in the regular season, William Byron remains on top of the standings by 14 over teammate Chase Elliott, with Kyle Larson third, minus 44. Bubba Wallace, in the meantime, is still on the bubble, 3 points up on Ryan Preece, with Kyle Busch down 37.
Whether your engine runs daily or only when you need it, Z-Max Micro Lubricant is the force you need against carbon buildup that can damage your engine. Combustion causes carbon and other harmful deposits to build up in your engine and transmission. And carbon is like sandpaper rubbing against your engine's internal parts. You don't want that. You want Z-Max Micro Lubricant. It soaks into metal and keeps your vehicle running at peak performance. Find out more at zmax.com or visit us on Facebook and Twitter. Protect your engine to the max with Z-Max.
Following Sonoma, the in-season tournament is down to the final 4. Moving on to Dover, Tyler Reddick, Ty Gibbs, John Hunter Nemechek, and the last seed ranked 32nd going in, Ty Dillon, who felt bad. He bashed his way past Alex Bowman, the guy he was head-to-head with in the final turn.
We raced clean that last 3 or 4 laps, and I think he knew I had to do what I do for $1 million there, and I think he understood. We talked, so we just don't quit. We're a fighting team, and just proud that we're moving on. It's pretty cool.
Yes, it is. PRN's Garage Pass. Not narrow-minded, Garrow-minded.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Stacy, and I live in Harrisburg.
Who did you work with Welch Homes Real Estate?
Rosalind Drury. It was wonderful. We talked about exactly what I was looking for in a home, and she worked super hard. She was really good. I would highly recommend Rosalind Drury. She is amazing and gives 110%.
Welcome home with Welch Homes.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Right there, Ready Joe, the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts. Entertainment tickets available as well. Shop and save on all types of gift certificates, places you would shop anyway, up to 50% every day. Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Partly sunny, a high today of 90, a low tonight of 72. Mostly sunny tomorrow, and 90s the high. Chance of rain showers tomorrow, chance of rain Thursday, Friday. Will carry through the weekend with daily chances. It's 6:51. It's 73 degrees here in Danville. 859-238-WHIR is your phone number to call in. 100% hilarious. So bad they're good. Warning, these may make you cringe. It's time for everyone's sixth favorite segment of the Joe Show every morning. It is the Dad Joke of the Day. Here we go.
Dad Joke of the Day.
All right, Dad Joke of the Day. There's a girl at Jack's school that has a battery shop that she runs at recess. She runs a battery shop at recess. That's what Jack told me. And I said, you mean to tell me that she sells D-cells down by the seesaw? The Dad Joke of the Day, Mondays through Fridays, right here in the Joe Show at this time. WHIR, Danville News Talk Sports.
Welcome to the planet of the apps. Oh, this is a great app today. It's free. It's called Show Me My Buzz. Show Me My Buzz is designed to help you figure out approximately what your blood alcohol level might be and tell you if it's safe to start driving after you've been drinking. It's not a breathalyzer. It just asks you questions like, how much do you weigh? What kind of alcohol? Number of drinks? How long you've been drinking? There's another calculator that gives you the probability of whether you might get a hangover in the morning. I swear to you, this is all on one app. It's called Show Me My Buzz. It's worth at least a look because it's free. Show Me My Buzz. You're going to find out all the hot apps right here. It's Rick Dees, glad to take you into this molten magma every day known as the Planet of the Apps.
Rick Dees, the Planet of the Apps, Mondays through Fridays, right here on the Joe Show at this time, leads us into this morning's Country Comic Spotlight, where Bill Engvall's in the spotlight this morning. We are coming up close on Kentucky State Fair season, and Bill Engvall talking about state fairs in this stand-up bit. Here he is.
Had a good year. Played a lot of state fairs, and I got a little tip for you. You ever feeling down about yourself? Go to a state fair and just look around, boy. I saw people that could be their own dad. And wearing clothes I wouldn't have picked dog nests out of a yard in, to be honest with you. We went to the Iowa State Fair. They had a 6-foot statue of Garth Brooks carved out of butter. Somebody's got a little time on their hand. Where do you realize you got that ability for butter carving? Does it start at the dinner table? Hey, Mama, that's a damn fine dog you carved out of the butter bar there. And my question is, why? Why would you do this? Because all they're going to do is just melt it down, then nobody's going to believe you. You'll be at a party somewhere bragging about it. I carved a 6-foot statue of Garth Brooks out of butter. You liar. I sure did. Well, where is it? Well, they melted it down. Poured on that popcorn statue of Alan Jackson.
Bill Engvall in the Country Comic Spotlight. Rick Dees in the Planet of the Apps. The dad joke of the day. The best jokes from last night's late night show. Starting off with Jimmy Fallon joking about Levi's dealing with tariffs.
Well, switching gears to some business news, Levi's said that they have been able to keep sales high amid tariffs thanks to the popularity of jorts. Oh. I also found some great jorts, TJ Maxx. But they were just jeans that a rat chewed.
Jimmy Fallon also joking about Chipotle bringing back its lip stain. I don't know what that means, lip stain. They have like a lipstick line? What does that mean? Chipotle, the restaurant, bringing back lip stain.
Hey, I saw that Chipotle is bringing back their best-selling avocado-inspired Lipolte lip stain. Chipotle said it's backed by popular demand, and I think I speak for everyone when I say, no, it's not.
Jimmy Fallon joking last night. Seth Meyers joking about President Donald Trump's major statement on Russia.
President Trump made a, quote, major statement today on Russia and Ukraine. That's right. He's finally announcing which side we're on.
Seth Meyers also joking about Vice President J.D. Vance visiting Disneyland.
Vice President J.D. Vance visited Disneyland over the weekend with his family. Well, that's a good start, but I, for one, think he deserves even more punishment.
Yeah, it's not enough, huh? Going to Disneyland in the middle of the summer. J.D. Vance, Rick Dees, Jimmy Fallon, Bill Engvall in the Country Comic Spotlight as well, and the dad joke of the day, Mondays through Fridays, right here on the Joe Show at this time on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. We're back in 90 seconds here on the Joe Show.
So creamy it melts in your mouth. Mom Blakeman's candy.
Mom Blakeman's has made the world's best cream pull candy, and we have been making potato candy. We ship all over the world and have it in many retail stores. You are welcome to stop by our shop in Lancaster to sample or purchase any of our 7 flavors of cream pull candy and potato candy. We have a variety of tubs and tins available. Visit our website at momblakeman'scandy.com or call 800-542-4607.
Do you set a good safety example for your child on the farm? Your child will respond to your concern for safety if they see you practicing safety in your daily routine. Always follow the 1 seat, 1 rider rule by not allowing any extra riders. Stop equipment when a non-working person approaches. Follow all equipment safety instructions and remember to reinforce safety rules. These simple acts will help ensure your child is aware that safety comes first on the farm.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
So you want to be a recycling hero in Danville with curbside pickup or impress the fine folks at Boyle County Recycling Center? Pay attention, because it's a little more than just breathing air and tossing your stuff in the bin. Only plastics marked with numbers 1 and 2 make the cut. Got it? Great. And don't just toss in goo-covered spaghetti jars or soda cans. Rinse those bad boys. Gotta be squeaky clean, shiny happy, bone dry. Bonus tip, this also applies to your metal cans, whether they're steel, tin, or aluminum. Seriously, don't mix in that oil-stained tin foil hat. Got a hoarding problem with cardboard, catalogs, and magazines that rival a library? Set them free to reincarnate. Cereal boxes, office paper, they're all up for this new spiritual paper journey. And listen up, confetti enthusiasts, bag that shredded paper. Sorry, folks. Glass is not welcome to the recyclables party, but hey, give yourself a high five for recycling right.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Wow, Tricky's Car Wash is ready to make your vehicle look its very best. Tricky's Car Wash behind Smart Lube off South 4th Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, and on Saturdays by appointment. Pickup and delivery service is available. 583-0560. Wash only $15. Wash and interior $25. Wash plus wax plus interior $50. And full detail, talk with Tricky. Tricky's Car Wash, 430 Bay Street, 583-0560. Right behind Smart Lube off South 4th. Tricky's Car Wash.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
Yeah, 7 o'clock in the morning's coming your way. Top hour news. We'll see what's breaking and trending at 7:10. 7:40, the County Agent's Corner. And we'll have Tyler Ray on here this morning. 8 o'clock in the morning hour, that's when things, of course, really ramp up. At 8:10, we've got Colleen, Boyle County Public Library this morning. 8:20, Randyisms, the thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's thoughts. At 8:20, 8:40, James the Gardener. 9 o'clock in the morning, we've got Ann Yeager at 9:35 with a Tuesday with Stith. No Dusty this morning. Dusty's off today. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. News is now.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Severe storms have been pounding the East Coast, flooding streets and subways and disrupting travel for millions. Flash flood warnings hit parts of New York and New Jersey on Monday, prompting Governor Phil Murphy to declare a state of emergency. More from Andrew Whitman.
Berkeley Heights Township in Union County issued a shelter-in-place order Monday because of the flooding. The mayor of Metuchen in Middlesex County said most of the borough flooded Monday. Reports say 30 home rescues were needed in Somerset County's North Plainfield. Other flooding was reported in Hoboken, Summit, Rahway, Scotch Plains, and lots of other places. Firefighters in Bergen County's Dumont were called to a home fire Monday that may have been sparked by a lightning strike.
Ongoing rain is hampering recovery efforts in the flood-ravaged Texas Hill Country. More from Mark Mayfield.
Search and rescue efforts were put on hold Monday after a weekend storm brought more dangerous floods to central Texas. More than 160 people are still missing after the July 4th floods claimed some 130 lives. The Kerr County Joint Information Center said on Monday that up to 7 inches more rain had fallen and another 2 inches were in the forecast. Heavy rain resulted in rescues and evacuations in other Texas counties, but no deaths or injuries were reported.
President Trump will be placing a 100% tariff on Russia if there's no peace deal soon in Ukraine.
We're going to be doing very severe tariffs if we don't have a deal in 50 days.
While meeting with the NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte at the White House on Monday, Trump also announced a new deal to sell top-of-the-line weaponry to NATO, including defensive Patriot missiles meant for distribution in Ukraine. Trump had been blaming both sides for the continued war in Ukraine, but lately has been putting most of it on Vladimir Putin. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Law firm. Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my 2 sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-885-9700. 800-885-9700. That's 800-885.
Officials from 24 Democratic-led states and the District of Columbia are suing the Trump administration to reclaim billions in frozen education funds. California Attorney General Rob Bonta claims the freeze is unjustified and with no reason.
Programs have been forced to shut down. Thoughtful strategic budgets, staffing plans, and contracts for the upcoming school year hang in the balance.
He says the Trump administration has blocked nearly $1 billion in vital support for California schools, including after-school programs, teacher training, and assistance for students. The funding freeze at over $6 billion total has caused significant disruption and chaos in several states this school year, which is already budgeted for and is set to begin. The conflict comes as President Trump seeks to dismantle the Federal Department of Education. A federal judge in Massachusetts recently blocked an executive order to limit the department's role. Los Angeles 2028 Olympics organizers are releasing its schedule of events. Tammy Trujillo with more.
When the Olympics begin on July 14th, 2028, they'll begin with track and field instead of swimming, which has been the tradition. That will ensure there's enough time to build an indoor pool after the opening ceremony at SoFi Stadium. There are a number of events that kick off 2 days before the opening ceremony, including soccer, basketball, cricket, field hockey, handball, rugby, and water polo. That's the largest number of sports to start before the opening ceremony since the 1920 games in Belgium.
Today is National Gummy Worm Day. Bree Tennis with more.
The German candy company Haribo takes credit for inventing the gummy in the 1920s, but they became a North American sweet in 1981. Gummy bears came first, followed by the worms. They taste the same with 3 flavors, but it's the shape people reach for. The gummy worm was intended to be fun and slightly icky. Eat up once they're open. They have a 7-day shelf life.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
If you run a business, this year has certainly been a challenge. Hi, this is Don, your small business marketing expert. If you'd like to grow your business, you should consider radio. With radio, you can target your business to thousands of customers each week. That's right, radio can help you reach new customers and generate more business even on your slowest days. Are you looking to build store traffic? Are you trying to reach new customers? Do you want to reconnect with past customers? Radio can help you drive new traffic to your business 7 days a week. And did you know radio reaches shoppers within 30 minutes of their major purchase of the day? Radio can help you get more customers and increase sales. You say you don't have a big budget? No problem. Radio is affordable. In fact, compared to other media, radio gives you more bang for your buck. So how do you get started? It's easy. Just give us a call today and start growing your business with radio.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, the 15th day of the month of July, a day where we get sunshine. 89 is your high. Forecast comes your way. News comes up here first, brought to you by Stewart Powell Ford Mazda.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stewart Powell Ford Mazda here on the Bypass in Danville, where we make buying a vehicle easy. No fast talk, no high-pressure sales, no gimmicks or silly commercials. Just honest deals and a team that takes pride in doing business the right way. For over 75 years, we've built trust by treating our customers like family, offering fair prices and making sure you drive away with confidence. Stop by today and see just how easy it is to do business with us. Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The city of Danville is in the running for a prestigious award. Danville has been selected as a finalist for what's called the Wooden Bucket Award, presented every year to one outstanding water or wastewater utility in the state by the Kentucky Rural Water Association. The award's been given out every year since 1990, going to a utility that has great customer service, operational excellence, and consistent compliance with regulatory standards. It'll be presented next month during the Kentucky Rural Water Association's annual conference and exhibition. Danville is one of just 10 to be considered for the award. The Mercer County Fiscal Court has given the first reading to an amendment to an existing county ordinance dealing with noises and nuisances from farms. The Harrisburg Herald's reporting that the Mercer County Fiscal Court approved the first reading, at least most of the original ordinance intact, but removes language that concern the lot size requirements for exemptions. The Herald says that the current ordinance exempts noise from lots of 5 acres or more in an agricultural area. The new amendment exempts noise on all properties owned agriculture, regardless of size. The first reading of the ordinance passed unanimously. Kentucky State Police is once again up for the 2025 Best Looking Cruiser contest held annually by the American Association of State Troopers. KSP has done very well in this contest the last 7 years, finishing the top 5 every one of those years and winning it back-to-back years in 2021 and 22. And this year's submission features air power as well. This year's KSP submission captures a 2024 Mustang GT Cruiser, a 2024 Dodge Durango Pursuit Vehicle, and a Bell 407 helicopter from the agency's aircraft support branch. Voting in this contest began last Friday. And we get a warm, steamy week this week with daily rain shower chances. By tomorrow, we get a combination of heat and humidity that could push the heat index up to 100 degrees in some locations. A few storms this week as well could give us some heavy rainfall. It's one of those weeks that we get sunny skies every day and daily rain shower chances every day, so bring your umbrella as you head out. I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stewart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stewartpowell.com.
Some love him and some hate him. But everybody listens to Sean Hannity weekdays at 3 and Saturdays at 10 on AM 1230 WHIR.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is JB. Join me live on Z105 Tuesday from noon to 3 at BCTC in Danville. It's a community open house. Stop by the campus at 59 Corporate Drive to see what opportunities there might be for working toward a new career. Connect with local businesses and service providers and enroll to register for classes. There'll be door prizes and giveaways. There's free hamburgers and hot dogs and Pepsi products. Anyone in Danville and surrounding communities is invited. The date, Tuesday, noon to 3 at BCTC's Danville campus. I'll do it live on Z105.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you by calling Marker Chris for a free quote, 859-236-6686, Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. All right, sunshine, high today of 90, a low tonight of 72. Tomorrow you get sunshine and high tomorrow of 90. Thursday, sunshine, 91. Friday, sunshine, same thing Saturday, and daily rain shower chances that could be heavy at times as well through the rest of this week. Right now it's 7:11 in the morning. We are happy to have you on the show. It's 859-238-WHIR, 238-9447. Disney fans are now getting their own dating app. Disney Harmony.
I was looking for someone who was a huge Disney fan, just like me. And then I met him, and he was really annoying. So I went a step further and started looking for an actual Disney character. So I logged onto Disney Harmony.
DisneyHarmony.com matches you up with somebody based on one dimension of compatibility, whether or not they're a Disney character.
Disney Harmony set me up on a whole bunch of blind dates, including one with this guy.
Well, hiya. I'm not a guy. I'm a mouse.
Cool. Let me just log on to Disney Harmony and find another date.
You'll love Disney Harmony.
So what kind of stuff do you like to do for fun? And next date, please.
It's DisneyHarmony.com.
So what sort of stuff are you into?
All sorts of Jedi stuff I'm into. Get busy with you. I'd also like to.
Ew.
Find your special Disney character today.
See what's breaking and trending this morning here on The Joe Show. Here we go. Roughly 50 million people across the Northeast are dealing with flood watches with a risk of severe flash flooding in some areas. Major cities like New York City, Washington, D.C., and Baltimore are facing flash flood warnings. Video from Manhattan shows flood waters rushing into a subway station as passengers boarded a train. NYPD Transportation released a statement on X saying flooding would cause delays. Up to 5 inches of rain has already fallen in parts of northern and central New Jersey as well. They were brief ground stops at New York airports yesterday. Disneyland is turning 70 years old, and there's a special celebration planned Thursday of this week. Disney Parks blog shares the park is set to unveil a special tribute to Walt Disney himself. The new exhibition, called Walt Disney A Magical Life, is an exclusive look into Disney's life. The attraction will debut at the Main Street Opera House with an audio animatronics version of Walt himself. Speaking of Disney and Star Wars creator George Lucas will make his first ever San Diego Comic-Con appearance this year. He'll help close out the convention with a panel in the famous Hall H to preview the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art that's expected to open next year in Los Angeles. Guillermo del Toro, Queen Latifah, who will moderate, and Star Wars art veteran Doug Chiang will also attend the panel. Although Lucas has never appeared at one of the world's largest fan gatherings, Star Wars made one of its earliest public promotional appearances at that event in 1976. San Diego Comic-Con set to take place July 24th through July the 27th this year, of course, in San Diego. The Trump administration's "there's nothing to see here" stance on Jeffrey Epstein's file is having a rippling effect. The Justice Department is asking the Supreme Court to reject an appeal from a former associate of the late convicted sex trafficker, Maxwell, Ghislaine I don't know, I've never known how to say her name. We'll just call her Maxwell, serving a 20-year sentence for helping Epstein sexually abuse underage girls. She wants the court to take another look at her case, arguing that Epstein's non-prosecution agreement in 2007 included co-conspirators and should also have protected her from prosecution. Maxwell's lawyer said he thinks the federal government is breaking its word, and that given the current talk around the Epstein files about who is or isn't being prosecuted, it's unfair that Maxwell herself remains in prison. If you're tired of seeing content creators having their posts stolen, Meta is finally taking action. Meta says it's going to crack down on unoriginal posts on Facebook, those that use other people's texts, photos, or videos. The company said Monday it already has removed some 10 million profiles this year that were impersonating other content creators. It's also taken measures against some 500,000 accounts it said were engaged in spammy or fake behavior. The announcement comes after similar moves at YouTube, which said it also was targeting unoriginal videos, including those that have been easier to create thanks to artificial intelligence. 9 are dead in a Massachusetts assisted living home fire. It happened Sunday evening, claiming 9 lives and injuring 30 others, including 5 firefighters. First responders broke windows and carried residents out, many in wheelchairs or using oxygen out of that smoke-filled building. Some victims were hanging from second-floor windows screaming for help. Fall River, Massachusetts Fire Chief Jeffrey Bacon said at a press conference yesterday the assisted living center fire was a unique event in that town.
There were more rescues out of this building last night than there have been in the 23 years that I've been a firefighter.
Resident Lorraine Ferreira described her rescue during that fire.
Smoke was heavy in there, and I opened the window, and I yelled, "Help, help, help." And the fireman came up the ladder, broke the window, and got me out.
The facility housed about 70 seniors and was equipped with sprinklers and smoke detectors. Investigators are examining the cause, and officials are reviewing safety protocols for high-risk housing. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell has asked the Inspector General to review the Fed's $2.5 billion building renovation project after he faced harsh criticism from Donald Trump. The project has been hit by cost overruns, leading to accusations of fundamental mismanagement from President Trump and other officials. Kevin Hassett, director of the National Economic Council, criticized the Fed for spending billions in a building without proper congressional oversight. Russell Vowell, head of the Office of Management and Budget, compared the building to the Palace of Versailles and accused Powell of, quote, fiscal mismanagement. The renovation involves 2 of the Fed's 3 Washington, D.C. buildings, including its main headquarters called the Eccles Building. The Fed says the work is is needed to remove dangerous materials like asbestos and lead and to bring the buildings up to modern safety codes. Neither building has had a major renovation since they were first built. That's what's breaking and trending this morning right here on The Joe Show on 103.9 FM. WHIR Danville News. Dog Sports. It is 7:17 in the morning. We're so glad to have you right here on the show. We've got the Big Daddy Sports coming your way next as he'll make his morning debut. Right here on the Joe Show. It's 7:17.
This is Jack Mathis. I love sports. And this is a sports update with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Mazda.
At Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, we are proud to be your hometown dealer for many reasons. Selection, service, convenient location, and our people. Your friends, family, and neighbors. Since 1949 at Stuart Powell, we make it easy. Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. Visit us on the bypass in Danville or online at stuartpowell.com.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Baseball's midsummer extravaganza, the All-Star Game, takes place tonight in Atlanta at Truist Field. Starting pitchers will be right-hander Paul Skeens of the Pirates for his second straight start for the National League, while 2024 Cy Young winner left-hander Tariq Skubal of the Tigers will get the ball for the American League. The AL won last year 5-3. The American League leads the series over the National League 48-44 with 2 ties. Game time is at 8 o'clock tonight on Fox. Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners won the Home Run Derby last night, 18-15 over Tampa Bay Rays slugger Junior Caminero. It's the first time ever that a catcher has won the Derby. Raleigh leads the majors in homers with 38. Former Kentucky and Louisville basketball players are getting ready for the $1 million basketball tournament. Ex-Wildcats are known as La Familia and see their first action Friday night at 9 against Stroh's squad in Memorial Coliseum. Ex-Cards, known as the Ville, play Boston versus Cancer at 12:30 Saturday at Freedom Hall. If the Cats and Cards win, they'll play Sunday at home again. 61 teams are in the basketball tournament. Several in-state players were selected in the Major League Baseball draft, rounds 4 through 20 yesterday. Louisville players taken were third baseman Jake Monroe, catcher Matt Klein, pitchers Tucker Bevan and Justin West, and outfielder Eddie King. Murray State players chosen were catcher Matt Vierling and pitcher Cash Kuiper. From Kentucky, pitcher Ethan Walker. From University of the Cumberlands, pitcher Kalen Hampson, and from Northern Kentucky, pitcher Caden Eschman. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, HIMS can help. Through HIMS.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but HIMS can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Don't be a dirty driver. You can shine on and drive on with a clean vehicle from the original Thoroughbred Car Wash in Danville on Perryville Road. The original Thoroughbred Car Wash has 6 self-service bays and 8 vacuums and a touchless automatic wash that washes, waxes, and blow dries for the spotless wash that you'll be proud of. Find the original Thoroughbred Car Wash in Danville on Perryville Road, just down from Big Lots. Open 7 days a week for your convenience.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Riley Joe, it's coming your way, courtesy of Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics over at Dabs. Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahay. Get a free estimate, and they work with their insurance company, fixing water leaks, window motor repairs, hail damage, and paintless tint repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. Partly sunny, a high today 89, a low tonight 72. Tomorrow really begins the good chances of rain with 60% chance of rain showers tomorrow. You get about a 70% chance Thursday, right up at 70% Friday, and 60% or 70% Saturday as well. So we end in this week into the weekend. Sunday's looking the same way. It's going to be rainy, sunny, and rainy all at the same time. Right now, 7:23 in the morning, 74 degrees, Tuesday, the 15th day of the month of July. And what a great morning to be tuned in. We're glad to have you on the Joe Show on this Tuesday morning.
Morning is the time you wish your eyes were closing, but your sleeping cannot last. Once you leave your home, the traffic will be slowing, and you will get nowhere fast. Must get to the office or you will be bumming. If you're late, you will get canned. Get up, get up. You cannot stay in bed too long. Get up, and go some coffee black and strong.
Come on, get up. It's Tuesday. 7:24 in the morning. If you're looking for something to get your morning going, Starbucks is apparently finally embracing this whole secret menu trend that's been going on for like a decade on social media. They just added 4 popular secret menu items to their app, and if you have your own favorite drink, they're running a contest where the best new idea wins $25,000. Now, this sounds a lot like what Burger King has done over the last few years, where the person who comes up with the best Whopper, and I believe today is the first day that you can try out at Burger King that fan-made Whopper. But they've done this the last couple of years, and I think Burger King gives you like $1 million or something. I don't know, maybe it's not $1 million. That sounds like a lot. I don't know if it's $1 million. They give you a lot of money, though. So Starbucks is kind of doing the same thing. Hey, look, if you've been crafting a secret drink for quite some time over the handful of years that you've been going to Starbucks, you have a chance now to win $25,000. You can submit your ideas at secretmenucontest.starbucks.com. You have until Sunday to enter this, so July 20th. 4 finalists will get $5,000 each. So just for being a finalist, you get $5,000. Then those 4 drinks will hit the Starbucks app, and fans will vote on those next month. The winner of that gets an additional $25,000. So really, it's a chance to win $30,000 from Starbucks. Now, to give you an idea of what they're looking for, here are the 4 secret menu drinks they added to their app this week. So they give you a chance to enter these until Sunday, but this is kind of the stuff they're looking for. So here's the 4 secret menu drinks you can see in their app this week. Number 1 is a drink called Cookies on Top. You order a cold brew, 2 pumps of vanilla syrup, then you top it with cold foam and cookie crumbles. Cookies on Top. Number 2, Dragon Fruit Glow Up. You order a mango dragon fruit lemonade refresher. You add their peach juice blend, and you top it with vanilla cold foam. Number 3, lemon tea and pearls. Black tea and lemonade plus raspberry-flavored popping pearls. It's basically an Arnold Palmer with boba balls in it. And then number 4, a drink called Just Add White Mocha. An iced brown sugar oat milk espresso, 2 pumps of white chocolate mocha sauce, and top it with cold foam. Those are the 4 drinks they just added. They're planning to swap in other secret menu items regularly. So if you go to Starbucks often, if you have a drink that you like that's not necessarily on the menu, you can submit it, a chance to essentially win $30,000. You win $5,000 as a finalist. You win an additional $25,000 if it comes in first. secretmenucontest.starbucks.com. That's secretmenucontest.starbucks.com. It is 7:27 in the morning here on the Joe Show. It's 73 degrees on this Tuesday morning. We're back in 60 seconds right after this. Quick break on WHIR Danville.
Experience family fun with a Kentucky twist at Kentucky Kingdom Theme and Water Park. New for 2025, surround yourself with the beauty of Kentucky as you explore Discovery Meadow, a delightful new adventure featuring exciting new rides, beloved characters, and tasty treats to savor. Create unforgettable family memories while celebrating the bold spirit of Kentucky. Get 2 days of fun for one great price. Buy online only for just $49.99 at KentuckyKingdom.com/special offer.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet, 5 miles south of Liberty.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Pour a cheerful toast and fill it. Happy anniversary.
Hey, yeah, let's wish a happy anniversary today to Betty and Jerry Foster. 64 years of marriage today. Wow. Yeah, there we go. 64 years, Betty and Jerry Foster. We could go on and on, but that's the anniversary song for the Fosters. 64 years of marriage today. Coming up in the next half hour, 7:40, we have the County Agent's Corner with Tyler Ray, who will join us this morning. He'll be on here giving us a county agent tip at 7:40. We'll head out west to Hollywood, see what's going on with our friends out in Hollywood, our celebrity friends, with our World of WHIR, the showbiz segment at 7:50 here on The Joe Show.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Lexington's mayor has a reaction to Sunday's shooting.
Mayor Linda Gorton and Police Chief Lawrence Weathers putting out a joint statement mourning a painful act of violence and calling on people to not let tragedy divide them. That statement thanks all police and first responders for their quick response to the shooting scenes on Sunday. It also says the city initiative called One Lexington has been working round the clock to make sure those affected get the resources they need, offering help to anyone who needs community-based support. I'm Jack Crumley.
Louisville Metro Police say the combinations of a ceiling tile falling, hitting a metal chair while at the same time a woman was having a medical emergency led to an active aggressor report, forcing 40,000 people at the Kentucky Expo Center on hand for the Run for the Roses girls basketball tournament to be evacuated. While getting people out, another active aggressive call came in from Kentucky Kingdom, but no threat was ever found. 6 people suffered minor injuries while exiting the Expo Center, 2 hospitalized for treatment. LMPD and officials at the Expo Center continue to investigate the calls. A Kentucky Correctional Psychiatric Center doctor has ruled that Torilena Fields, the woman accused of murdering her mother Trudy Fields last October in Robertson County, is competent to stand trial. Fields is accused of stabbing, shooting, and dismembering her mother before putting her remains in a boiling pot on the stove. Despite the doctor ruling this way, Torilena's defense team has not received their independent evaluation results. They're expecting those soon. Her defense team also brought up a previous case that she wasn't able to stand trial for a less serious charge in California after suffering a traumatic brain injury. The judge still needs to make the final call before the trial can begin. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Merry Christmas!
It's Christmas in July at B&L Jewelers, and the savings are hotter than ever. From July 14th through July 26th, the entire store is up to 75% off. Diamonds, gold, silver, and gifts that sparkle. And the best part, we're offering free layaway through Christmas, so you can shop now, pay later, and relax this holiday season. Don't miss these merry markdowns only at B&L Jewelers, where Christmas comes early. Danville Manor Shopping Center.
One of the most trusted names in jewelry is B&L Jewelers. For years, we've been helping you and your neighbors say, I love you, happy anniversary. Even here's something just because. At B&L Jewelers, you could trust us for everything from an elegant engagement diamond to that watch repair. Want custom jewelry and design? Trust us. Want repairs? Trust us. Want prices that compete with the chain stores? But with local hometown service, you can always trust B&L Jewelers. Located in the Danville Manor Shopping Center.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers. Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know.
Generations of serving our community. Immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more.
Helpful people.
Free local delivery. Mobile app refills right to your door.
Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The city of Danville is in the running for a prestigious award. Danville has been selected as a finalist for what's called the Wooden Bucket Award, presented every year to one outstanding water or wastewater utility in the state by the Kentucky Rural Water Association. The award's been given out every year since 1990, going to a utility that has great customer service, operational excellence, and consistent compliance with regulatory standards. It'll be presented next month during the Kentucky Rural Water Association's annual conference and exhibition. Danville is one of just 10 to be considered for the award. The Mercer County Fiscal Court has given the first reading to an amendment to an existing county ordinance dealing with noises and nuisances from farms. The Harrisburg Herald's reporting that the Mercer County Fiscal Court approved the first reading, that leaves most of the original ordinance intact, but removes language that concern the lot size requirements for exemptions. The Herald says that the current ordinance exempts noise from lots of 5 acres or more in an agricultural area. The new amendment exempts noise on all properties owned agriculture, regardless of size. The first reading of the ordinance passed unanimously. Kentucky State Police is once again up for the 2025 Best Looking Cruiser contest held annually by the American Association of State Troopers. KSP has done very well in this contest the last 7 years, finishing in the top 5 every one of those years and winning it back-to-back years in 2021 and 22. And this year's submission features air power as well. This year's KSP submission captures a 2024 Mustang GT Cruiser, a 2024 Dodge Durango Pursuit Vehicle, and a Bell 407 helicopter from the agency's aircraft support branch. Voting in this contest began last Friday. And we get a warm, steamy week this week with daily rain shower chances. By tomorrow, we get a combination of heat and humidity that could push the heat index up to 100 degrees in some locations. A few storms this week as well could give us some heavy rainfall. It's one of those weeks that we get sunny skies every day and daily rain shower chances every day, so bring your umbrella as you head out. I'm Joe Mathis.
Pioneer Playhouse is celebrating 76 years in the Bluegrass. We are Kentucky's oldest outdoor theater, and we're right here in Danville, walking across Egypt. July 1st through July 19th. When Maddie, a lonely Texas widow, calls the dog catcher, she unwittingly sets off a chain of events that include car theft, prison breaks, and a juvenile delinquent named Wesley. Armed with only her mouth-watering cornbread and a deep, abiding faith, Maddie is determined to set things right, if she can manage to stay out of jail herself. A heartwarming Southern comedy, perfect for the whole family. rated G. In case of light rain, shows will continue outdoors. Please bring your raincoat and umbrella. Rain checks will be given if show is canceled due to severe weather. Pioneer Playhouse is located at 840 Stanford Road in Danville, Kentucky. 859-236-2747. Or go to pioneerplayhouse.com for tickets. When the sun goes down, the stars come out at Pioneer Playhouse.
Fraud is on the rise, and scam artists use fear in their favor. Hi, I'm Adam Hopkins, security officer at Farmers National Bank. Messages saying you urgently need to do something, like share your private information, is a sign that it's a scam. Stay alert and be secure.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh Joe, Danville Auto Body Shop. Top of the line collision and auto body repair. Okay, head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop. 315-DILLAHAY. Get a free estimate, and they work with their insurance company fixing water leaks, window, motor repairs, hail damage, and paintless tint repair. All at a Danville Auto Body Shop. Partly sunny, 90 is your high. Low tonight of 72. Tomorrow, rain shower chances. High tomorrow, 90. Thursday, mostly sunny and 91. Friday, partly sunny and 90 at 7:38 in the morning. It's 74 degrees. Tuesday, the 15th day of the month of July. And we're happy to have on the show Tyler Ray from the Boyle County Extension Office. Good morning, Tyler. How are you?
I'm good, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing great, Tyler. Doing great. Appreciate you calling in this morning. The County Agent's Corner coming your way right now, courtesy of Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's need. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
Here's Tyler Ray.
The Agriculture Water Quality Act was passed by the Kentucky legislature in 1994, mandating that landowners with 10 or more acres in agriculture production must develop a water quality plan. 10 or more acres of crops, livestock, or trees that will be harvested qualify for the plan and implementation by law. This plan documents best management practices you're using to protect your water resources. Best management practices could include planned grazing systems, rotational grazing for livestock, filter or buffer strips around crop fields, animal waste manure storage structures, and nutrient management plans. It should also include plans to limit livestock access to streams. Additionally, the document should include information on proper handling of herbicides and pesticides, as well as maintenance of septic systems. To implement a water quality plan, first look at the activities of your operation. You can use a web-based planning tool to help you answer the questions about your operation. By answering these questions, you can identify the appropriate best management practices needed. Then you document these practices are being used and properly maintained. In many cases, proper practices are already in place, and creating an agriculture water quality plan provides a document stating that you're already following proper procedures to protect water quality on your farm. However, keep in mind that the agriculture water quality plan is not a voluntary document. It's a mandatory document required by the Kentucky Agriculture Water Quality Act. Periodically review and update your plan to reflect changes in your farming and forestry practices or land ownership. Additionally, a water quality plan is required by the local soil and water conservation district if you plan to apply for state cost share programs. By implementing a water quality plan, you can protect both surface and groundwater from agriculture contaminants. Keeping the state's water resources clean protects human and animal health and reduces the cost of treating drinking water. For more information on the Kentucky Water Quality Act, please contact your local cooperative extension office. And that's today's Home and Farm News, join us each weekday at this time for the County Agent's Corner, a service of the Boyle, Lincoln, Garrett, and Mercer UK Extension Offices.
There you go, Tyler Ray giving us the County Agent's Corner this morning, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. Now, Tyler, before you go, some random facts you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Tyler, are you ready?
Sure.
All right, Tyler, here we go. Fact number one. No one knows the origin, I should say, of the name 7-Up, which was first created in 1920. But no one knows how the name was created. It just came to be 7-Up, created in 1920. Number two, Tyler, do you know much about Venus flytraps?
I've killed a few of them.
Really? Like have you killed them here in Kentucky?
No, I bought them and then.
Okay. I thought you meant like you saw them out in the wild. I thought you were saying like you were just walking, you saw them out in the wild, so you stepped on them to kill them because they're a nuisance. I'm like, I didn't realize that they were a nuisance. So, but that's not what you were saying. Here's the Venus flytrap fact: the only place where the Venus flytrap grows natively is within a 60-mile radius of Wilmington, North Carolina. If they're growing anywhere else, Tyler, it's because they've been transplanted there. Which is interesting because I was at Hilton Head last week. And, of course, Hilton Head is a touristy spot, and they have all kinds of different signs along their bike trails and stuff you can stop and read. And I remember seeing one, it talked about the Venus flytrap. So I looked at the distance between Wilmington, North Carolina, and Hilton Head, and it's about 300 miles. Which, if this fact is correct, means that people transplanted Venus flytraps into Hilton Head. They do not natively grow there because Hilton Head is not within 60-mile radius of Wilmington, North Carolina. Now you know.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, number 3. In the 1930s, Tyler, a brand of toilet paper called Northern Bath Tissue marketed itself with the slogan, 100% splinter-free. Now, and the reason they did that was because that was not always a guarantee with toilet paper back then. It was Northern Bath Tissue that could market itself as the first ever 100% splinter-free toilet paper. Number 4, you know much about pine weevils, Tyler?
I do not.
Pine weevil insects place their feces next to their eggs. Pretty smart move because it keeps predators away. No one wants to step through poop to get to your eggs. So they stay away. And number 5, Tyler.
Cool.
Yeah, the area of Wisconsin was originally not spelled with a W, but it was spelled with an O-U-I at the beginning, kind of like the French word for yes, Wisconsin. That was when it was discovered in the 1600s through the 1820s, when the U.S. government decided to start spelling it with a W in its official documents, and that's what's kind of stuck with it ever since. Wisconsin with a W instead of an O-U-I at the beginning. And Tyler, some random facts for you on this Tuesday morning. Appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, okay?
Okay, thank you, Joe.
Bye. That's Tyler Ray from the Boyle County Extension Office in this morning's County Agent's Corner. 7:45, we're going to Hollywood. The Showbiz segment is coming your way next on The Joe Show.
In Kentucky, we know the unexpected can strike at any moment, whether it's a tornado, flood, or severe storm. Being prepared could save lives. That's why it's vital to have an emergency plan. Know where your local shelter is. Keep an emergency kit with essentials like water, food, and medicine, and make sure your family has a communication plan in place. Boyle County, we're stronger when we are prepared. For more information on how to get ready, visit Boyle County Health Department's Division of Emergency Preparedness online at boylehealth.com. Stay safe, stay ready. This message was brought to you by your friends at the Boyle County Health Department.
Discover the power of radio. If you're a business owner, did you know that radio advertising pays off over a long period of time? The advertising you do today is selling customers who may make their buying decisions weeks or even months from now. By consistently advertising, you get a long-term advantage over your competitors. Discover the power of radio.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Baseball's midsummer extravaganza, the All-Star Game, takes place tonight in Atlanta at Truist Field. Starting pitchers will be right-hander Paul Skeens of the Pirates for his second straight start for the National League, while 2024 Cy Young winner left-hander Tariq Skubal of the Tigers will get the ball for the American League. The AL won last year 5-3. The American League leads the series over the National League 48-44 with 2 ties. Game time is at 8 o'clock tonight on Fox. Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners won the Home Run Derby last night, 18-15 over Tampa Bay Rays slugger Junior Caminero. It's the first time ever that a catcher has won the Derby. Raleigh leads the majors in homers with 38. Former Kentucky and Louisville basketball players are getting ready for the $1 million basketball tournament. Ex-Wildcats are known as La Familia and see their first action Friday night at 9 against Stroh's squad in Memorial Coliseum. Ex-Cards, known as the Ville, play Boston versus Cancer at 12:30 Saturday at Freedom Hall. If the Cats and Cards win, they'll play Sunday at home again. 61 teams are in the basketball tournament. Several in-state players were selected in the Major League Baseball draft, rounds 4 through 20 yesterday. Louisville players taken were third baseman Jake Monroe, catcher Matt Klein, pitchers Tucker Bevan and Justin West, and outfielder Eddie King. Murray State players chosen were catcher Matt Vierling and pitcher Cash Kuiper. From Kentucky, pitcher Ethan Walker. From University of the Cumberlands, pitcher Kalen Hampson. And from Northern Kentucky, pitcher Caden Eschman. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Experience family fun with a Kentucky twist at Kentucky Kingdom Theme and Water Park. New for 2025, surround yourself with the beauty of Kentucky as you explore Discovery Meadow, a delightful new adventure featuring exciting new rides, beloved characters, and tasty treats to savor. Create unforgettable family memories while celebrating the bold spirit of Kentucky. Get 2 days of fun for one great price. Buy online only for just $49.99 at KentuckyKingdom.com/special offer.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right there, Rayleigh Joe. It's coming your way, courtesy of a Little Sign Shop. But our new owners and operators, Little Sign Shop, got you covered. They do full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design. They're in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Call them, 859-238-7391. Partly sunny, 90 is your high. Hello tonight, 72. Tomorrow, sunny and 90. Thursday, sunny and 91. Friday, partly sunny and 90. Saturday, partly sunny and 90. And 60 to 70% chances of pop-up showers each of those days. Right now, it's 7:49 in the morning on what is National Gummy Worm Day today. National Gummy Worm Day. And we celebrate one of my favorite candies. I love gummy-flavored candies. I guess gummy's not a flavor, but gummy candies. Fruity, juicy gummy candies. And when you speak about gummies, it's the Haribo company that has much of the stranglehold. Haribo and Trolley are the two gummy companies you think of. And the Haribo recipe for gummies is a closely guarded secret, but a simple search unearths dozens of alternative recipes for homemade gummy treats. So you won't get the Haribo recipe. They're guarding that like the Krusty Krab guards their Krabby Patty recipe, but you can find alternate recipes online. The elder Hans Riegel started an autumn tradition in the 1930s where children could come by his factory. If they brought acorns and chestnuts, they would be exchanged for some sweets, and he would give them gummies. America didn't get a taste of gummy bears until 1982, when Haribo opened up its American factory in the Baltimore area and began selling gummy bears in the early 80s. Gummies actually don't have much fat, if any at all, and the gelatin does contain some protein, so you can pick more unhealthy candies than gummies. Your next candy selection. The largest gummy bear recorded in history by the Guinness World Record is one that came in at 81 pounds and 3 ounces. It stood 2 feet tall. It was 2 feet wide. It was a short, fat, stubby little thing. Weighed 81 pounds, 3 ounces. And a popular, highly unsanctioned alternate adult use of gummy candy, bears seem to be most often used, is to soak them in vodka for a prescribed amount of time, after which they become a happy hour treat. In case you were curious about gummies, today, National Gummy Worm Day, but celebrating gummies as a whole on National Gummy Worm Day. We're heading out west to see what's going on in Hollywood. The Showbiz segment. Celebrity News. Those people so rich and famous, they're disassociated with reality. It's the Showbiz segment. Here we go. Celebrities. All right, Kim Kardashian is not ready to give up the spotlight, but it might not be her choice. Sydney Sweeney commanded most of the attention at Jeff Bezos' wedding, and Kim reportedly had a meltdown over it. A source says, quote, Kim won't say it outright, but seeing Sydney get all the attention in Venice was a huge blow to her ego. She left Venice feeling completely deflated. It turned into a painful wake-up call for her, a source says. It's not as though she didn't get any attention, it just wasn't the way it used to be, which totally knocked her confidence. Don't expect any fisticuffs, though. Kim doesn't hold anything against Sydney. It's just that, quote, realizing she's not the it girl triggered all of her worst insecurities. This can only make Kim more insecure. Sydney is reportedly launching her own lingerie line and is being backed by Bezos and his new wife, Lauren Sanchez. It's no secret that 61-year-old Brad Pitt seems to be a real-life Benjamin Button, but his backward aging may not be due to his luxury skincare brand. So what's his secret? A Turkish plastic surgeon speculates in a post that Brad had a facelift sometime before filming F1 the movie due to a scar behind his ear. Someone in the comments suggested he could have had multiple facelifts as well as embryonic stem cell injections and platelet-rich plasma injections, while others suggest his youthfulness is just a result of divorcing Angelina Jolie. There's been speculation for a few years now, but Brad's never confirmed it. There's a TikTok from last November that suggests he's also had a neck lift, in addition to a facelift and a few other procedures as well. And Britney Spears has had the folks at Child Protective Services ready for some overtime on Sunday when she posted on Instagram that she, quote, adopted a beautiful baby girl, unquote, named Lennon London Spears. It probably didn't happen. It was apparently a joke, and for the record, Britney did put 3 winking emojis after her, quote, announcement. Further down the post, she added, quote, Lennon today has an adorable dress. It says, I'm new here, so please stop talking trash, America. I've decided to move to Italy. Whatever. And of course, the video accompanying the post featured Britney dancing in a pink bathing suit and knee-high boots. No, Britney Spears did not adopt a baby girl, thankfully. Did Brad Pitt get a facelift? Who knows? And was Kim Kardashian jealous of Sydney Sweeney? Certainly appears that way. That's what's going on out west, where the celebrities live, the Showbiz segment. Melton's Deli in Danville, the place to go for a sandwich for lunch a little bit later on this afternoon. We're going to go with the All-American. It's number 4 on Melton's Deli menu because today is the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. So America's pastime, the Boys of Summer, the Midsummer Classic, the All-American, lean roast beef, smoked turkey, cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, served on an onion bun. It's number 4 on the Melton's Deli menu, 247 East Main and 995 Ben Ally Drive in Danville. Tell them you heard him on the Joe Show, and we would love to have you go over there and try out the All-American, one of 8 great sandwiches on the Melton's Deli menu at Melton's number 1 and Melton's number 2, 7:55. And we're back in 2 minutes to round out this 7 o'clock in the morning hour right here on WHIR Danville, News Talk Sports, the Joe Show.
Big Deal Store's rolling out those summer savings for you. You can purchase a $50 gift certificate from B&O Jewelers for just $29, or get this, 4 $50 gift certificates, a $200 value for just $100. That means you only pay half price. Stay in style with a visit to Anderson's Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Get a $50 gift certificate for only $35. $10 gift certificates to the Bread of Life in Liberty are just $7. Give that sweet tooth what it wants at Sweets by Cindy in Junction City. $10 gift certificates are half price, is $5. Applebee's Grill and Bar in Danville, get a $10 gift certificate for just $7.50. $22 Pioneer Playhouse gift certificates are back. You get an entertaining $5 savings at just $17. Come clean with a visit to Thoroughbred Auto Wash in Danville. $20 car washes are just half price at $10. Check out these and many more great savings at our Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net. hometownlive.net.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime. We're not here to be the biggest. We're here to bring you something we believe is better. Our plans start at just $20. You'll get the same fast nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Warning, the national debt is spiraling out of control. Trade wars are causing record volatility, and inflation could make a devastating comeback. Will you sit on the sidelines and wait, or will you take action today to help protect your hard-earned retirement savings? And what if you could do it tax and penalty-free? Find out more by requesting your free 2025 gold and silver kit from the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco. Plus, you could get an unlimited instant match on bonus silver if you qualify. Call 855-969-GOLD to learn more. That's 855-969-GOLD. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
Hey, 7:57 in the morning. Usually when you hear people talk about Vegas card sharks, it's a reference to like gambling on hardcore games like poker. But some people are also really sneaky good at games like Uno. And the Palms Casino Resort just opened the first ever Uno Social Club in Las Vegas. Now, this sounds like it's a temporary thing for select groups of Uno enthusiasts, which feature tons of Uno gaming, food and drinks, as well as game-inspired decor, bowling, pool, and other awesome things like that. According to Mattel, which does own the Uno brand, more of these temporary Uno Casino Club suites are expected to open across the U.S. later this year. It sounds like it's mostly a stunt made for social media hype, so they're not bringing full-on Uno gaming tables to actual casino floors, at least not yet. But if you get secret joy out of making chains of skips, reverses, wilds, draw fours, it could be something to keep on your radar a little bit later on. Wait! Reverse Uno Casino Clubs are opening up in Las Vegas and elsewhere. We'll see how these things work out. Would you put money on Uno? You can do that at a Las Vegas resort and maybe other spaces in the future.
It's the big back-to-school sale. Get great deals on back-to-school items like gas grills, riding mowers, jewelry, mattresses, table linens, above-ground pools, flooring, swing sets, and more. Yes, I said back-to-school, and nothing I mentioned has anything to do with back-to-school, but we're dying here. Sales are down, and we're desperate. So stop asking questions and just get out here and shop the back-to-school sale for all of your back-to-school concrete, nursery, pet bedding, and drywall needs. How did we get into such a mess? Well, maybe we should be the ones going back to school. All
right, coming up at the 8 o'clock in the morning hour, we have got Colleen, Boyle County Public Library. We've got, I don't think Randy ever came in this morning, so maybe we won't have Randy. We got Colleen, I know that. We've got James the Gardener, I know that. 9 o'clock in the morning hour, no Dusty, but a Tuesday with Stiff at 9:35. We're halfway home of the Joe Show. It's 8 a.m.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Rain is causing problems in multiple states on the East Coast. Storms are impacting millions with flash flood warnings out Monday for parts of New York City and New Jersey, where Governor Phil Murphy declared a state of emergency. The storm system sent floodwaters rushing through New York subway stations. Meanwhile, in Texas, rain is hampering recovery efforts in the flood-ravaged Texas Hill Country. Search and rescue efforts were put on hold on Monday after a storm system brought more dangerous conditions to central Texas, where over 160 people are still missing after July 4th floods claimed some 130 lives. The Supreme Court is allowing the Trump administration to resume layoffs at the Department of Education. Brian Shook reports.
U.S. Secretary of Education Linda McMahon is pleased at Monday's ruling.
This is a real victory, I think, for the future of American education.
McMahon said not being able to fire department personnel was a roadblock to the White House goal of returning education back to the states and out of the hands of the federal government. The court ruled 6-3 to lift a judge's order that reinstated employees let go in mass layoffs.
President Trump is ramping up pressure on Russia to agree to a peace deal with Ukraine. Nick Harper with the latest.
Donald Trump threatened very severe tariffs against Russia if there was no ceasefire deal in the next 50 days. He said they would be secondary tariffs at a rate of about 100%. Those tariffs are likely to be placed against countries that trade with Russia, the likes of China, India and Brazil, that buy discounted oil and gas from Moscow. And under the new agreement with NATO, the US will now offer weapons to Ukraine that NATO members will buy and then pass on to Kyiv.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
$1,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AIRPORT25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AIRPORT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AIRPORT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
A SpaceX spacecraft with 4 astronauts on board has successfully splashed down off the coast of San Diego, California. Daniel Martindale reports.
The Dragon capsule returned to Earth at 2:31 this morning. The craft undocked from the International Space Station on Monday morning, taking a 22.5-hour journey back to Earth. Axiom Mission 4 started on June 25th. The astronauts were on the ISS for about 18 days. The capsule also returned with more than 580 pounds of cargo, including data from dozens of experiments.
Meta says it's going to crack down on unoriginal posts on Facebook, those that use other people's text and photos or videos. Tammy Trujillo with details.
The company said it has already removed some 10 million profiles this year that were impersonating other content creators. It's also taken measures against some 500,000 accounts it said were engaged in spammy or fake behavior. The announcement comes after similar moves at YouTube, which said it was also targeting unoriginal videos, including those that have been easier to create thanks to artificial intelligence.
NVIDIA says the U.S. should reduce its technological dependency on other countries. Matt Mattinson with more.
In an interview with CNN that aired Sunday, company CEO Jensen Huang said the United States should invest more in manufacturing. Months ago, President Trump announced a $600 million investment into chip-making technology in the U.S., courtesy of Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. California-based NVIDIA currently has chip manufacturing plants in Arizona and Texas.
Police in Tempe, Arizona say they're committed to serving community, even when that means completing a pizza delivery. Chris Coraggio with more.
2 officers finished off a delivery earlier this month after arresting the Grubhub driver responsible for the order. Video posted on social media shows a surprised customer receiving the pizza after being told the driver was taken into custody.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime. We're not here to be the biggest. We're here to bring you something we believe is better. Our plans start at just $20. You'll get the same fast nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Warning, the national debt is spiraling out of control. Trade wars are causing record volatility, and inflation could make a devastating comeback. Will you sit on the sidelines and wait, or will you take action today to help protect your hard-earned retirement savings? And what if you could do it tax and penalty-free? Find out more by requesting your free 2025 gold and silver kit from the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco. Plus, you could get an unlimited instant match on bonus silver if you qualify. Call 855-969-GOLD to learn more. That's 855-969-GOLD. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
Are you considering starting a business or expanding your existing business? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Ricky Peterson. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank at the Danville Main Street office. As a part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-236-9822. Let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Good morning to you. Tuesday, the 15th day of July at 8:06 in the morning. Got a forecast coming your way. News comes up here right now, and Colleen joins us as well from the library right after this. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The city of Danville is in the running for a prestigious award. Danville has been selected as a finalist for what's called the Wooden Bucket Award, presented every year to one outstanding water or wastewater utility in the state by the Kentucky Rural Water Association. The award's been given out every year since 1990, going to a utility that has great customer service, operational excellence, and consistent compliance with regulatory standards. It'll be presented next month during the Kentucky Rural Water Association's annual conference and exhibition. Danville is one of just 10 to be considered for the award. The Mercer County Fiscal Court has given the first reading to an amendment to an existing county ordinance dealing with noises and nuisances from farms. The Harrisburg Herald's reporting that the Mercer County Fiscal Court approved the first reading, at least most of the original ordinance intact, but removes language that concern the lot size requirements for exemptions. The Herald says that the current ordinance exempts noise from lots of 5 acres or more in an agricultural area. The new amendment exempts noise on all properties owned agriculture, regardless of size. The first reading of the ordinance passed unanimously. Kentucky State Police is once again up for the 2025 Best Looking Cruiser contest held annually by the American Association of State Troopers. KSP has done very well in this contest the last 7 years, finishing in the top 5 every one of those years and winning it back-to-back years in 2021 and 22. And this year's submission features air power as well. This year's KSP submission captures a 2024 Mustang GT Cruiser, a 2024 Dodge Durango Pursuit Vehicle, and a Bell 407 helicopter from the agency's aircraft support branch. Voting in this contest began last Friday. And we get a warm, steamy week this week with daily rain shower chances. By tomorrow, we get a combination of heat and humidity that could push the heat index up to 100 degrees in some locations. A few storms this week as well could give us some heavy rainfall. It's one of those weeks that we get sunny skies every day and daily rain shower chances every day, so bring your umbrella as you head out. I'm Joe Mathis.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Brightleaf Golf Resort invites local golfers to come out and enjoy golf. Monday through Thursday, play with cart for just $45. Friday through Sunday is $50. Try our par 3 at night for only $15. Cool off with a daily pool pass for just $12. Or get a season pool membership for $295. For more on pool memberships, visit Brightleaf. And when you're hungry, swing by the 19th Hole Restaurant. Brightleaf Golf Resort in Harrodsburg. Great golf, great fun, right here at home on Highway 127.
Hi, this is JB. Join me live on Z105 Tuesday from noon to 3 at BCTC in Danville. It's a community open house. Stop by the campus at 59 Corporate Drive to see what opportunities there might be for working toward a new career. Connect with local businesses and service providers and enroll to register for classes. There'll be door prizes and giveaways. There's free hamburgers and hot dogs and Pepsi products. Anyone in Danville and surrounding communities is invited. The date, Tuesday, noon to 3 at BCTC's Danville campus. I'll do it live on Z105.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh Jofus coming your way, courtesy of the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses and big-time discounts. Entertainment tickets available as well. Shop and save up to 50% every day. The Big Deals online online store is at hometownlive.net. All right, sunshine, 90 is the high. Best chance of rain this week will begin tomorrow and then go through the end of the week into the early portions of next week. Sunny and hot and very good chances of rain showers every day. Right now it's 8:11 in the morning, 74 degrees. We're going to the Boyle County Public Library to talk with Colleen. Hello, Colleen. How are you?
I'm well. Good morning, Joe. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good, Colleen. Appreciate you being on here this morning, updating us on what's going on this week at the Boyle County Public Library.
Well, again, we're still in the throes of summer reading, so there's an awful lot going on. I'm going to try to be make highlights and not take too long. Today we have a manga and anime party, so if you're into any of those Japanese or originated forms of reading, there's going to be a teen and tween party from 2:30 to 5 and an adult party for the same audience, same subject, from 5:30 to 8, and there'll be crafts and activities and snacks and samples of books for people to look through and either get introduced or find your favorites. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, we are going to have at 10 a.m. Stories of Downtown Walking Tour, and then in the afternoon at 3:30, Curiosity 101, the ongoing series, is session number 2, and it's ballroom dancing. So there'll be a lesson down there at 3:30. And then also next week on Curiosity 101, it'll be Art History Mysteries. And then Thursday, Fun Day, will be at the Boyle County Performing Arts Center this week. And the presenter is Noggin, the sled dog, and his person, Karen Land. And they have been in the famous Iditarod race 3 times.
Wow.
And so she comes and talks about what it takes to do that kind of a race and race with sledding dogs, and it should be really, really good.
Cool.
At 6 p.m. on Thursday, we're going to have a program called Not From Around Here, which is the writer and director and some of the actors from the Playhouse show, Not From Around Here, and Jennifer Goff from Center and her husband Brian Scruggs wrote it and are acting and directing. So that should be interesting if you're interested in learning about writing a play and bringing it to life.
Awesome.
On Friday, we have, of course, Artist Spotlight at Grayson's Tavern from 1 to 3, and this week will be Mimi Becker, and she's going to be showing the arts of smocking and quilting from 1 to 3. And then, of course, we have Starlight Movie Night, which this week is Minecraft. Should be very, very popular. And then Saturday we have BCPL After Dark. I believe I didn't look up the time. I think it's at 6 o'clock. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Yeah, 6:30. And it's called The Art of Tattoo, and people from No Man's Land Tattoo here in town will be coming to talk about the artistry and history of tattoos, and people will make a personal lino stamp while they're here to take with them. And then on Monday, we have BCPL on the road in Junction City, and it's Anything Goes Art, so there'll be art program and snacks.
There you
go.
go.
That's a sampling.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff going on at the Boyle County Public Library, and you can keep up with all the events and happenings online by going to the website boylepublib.org or the Boyle County Public Library on Facebook. And Colin, let me ask you this. When does the summer program end, the summer programming end?
It's actually going to end on Friday, August 1st.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
so we
so
only have
you
a couple
have
more
it.
weeks left then.
Yes, you have till about 2.5, almost 3 weeks left.
Yeah.
On August 1st will be the last day to turn in or, go into Beanstack app and add all your days of reading and everything and sign up for your prizes and order your books to pick up and all of that.
Good stuff. I love it. BoylePubLib.org, the Boyle County Public Library Facebook page as well. Colleen, appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again next Tuesday, okay?
Sounds great. Thank you, Joe.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's Colleen with the Boyle County Public Library. Hey, the Sort of Sports Report. Let's do it. Any true fan of extreme sports will remember the 1999 X Games when Tony Hawk shocked the skateboarding universe by pulling off the first ever 900 in competition. Now the board that Tony Hawk was riding to pull that move off will go to one person through Julian's Auctions. The board is the headlining piece of what's being called the 900 collection, featuring 100 artifacts from skate culture. The auction will go live on September the 23rd. Today, we dive into the quarterbacks. Recently, a hearty batch of NFL executives, scouts, and coaches were asked by ESPN to rank the top 10 current players at each position. Those rankings were then tabulated, combined, and totaled into an overall top 10 ranking. Here's how things played out when it came to the top 10 quarterbacks. Number 10, Baker Mayfield. Number 9, Jalen Hurts, the Super Bowl winning quarterback. Number 8, Jared Goff. Number 7, Justin Herbert. Number 6, Matthew Stafford. Top 5 has Jaden Daniels at number 5 from the Commanders. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson at 4. Your Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow at 3. Only 2 quarterbacks in the NFL better than him, at least according to the experts. Josh Allen from the Bills and Patrick Mahomes comes in at number 1. In the sort of sports sounds, yesterday, Cal Raleigh, the big dumper from the Seattle Mariners, hit his 18th home run in the final round. Eventually was his last home run, winning the 2025 Home Run Derby.
There we go.
Oh, my goodness.
There we go again. He thumped it, and he dumped it in right center at 433. That's 3 in the bonus round for Cal.
And here's the call as Cal Raleigh ended up winning the Home Run Derby over Tampa Bay Rays youngster Junior Caminero.
No! It will not get out! The Dominican dominance comes to an end. The Big Dumper is your Home Run Derby champion for 2025.
There you go. That's what's going on in this morning's Sort of Sports Report. We have more sports coming your way next with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram. We'll also see what's gone on this date in history that's made this date a date to remember. It's all coming up next on The Joe Show.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Baseball's midsummer extravaganza, the All-Star Game, takes place tonight in Atlanta at Truist Field. Starting pitchers will be right-hander Paul Skeens of the Pirates for his second straight start for the National League, while 2024 Cy Young winner left-hander Tariq Skubal of the Tigers will get the ball for the American League. The AL won last year 5-3. The American League leads the series over the National League 48-44 with 2 ties. Game time is at 8 o'clock tonight on Fox. Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners won the Home Run Derby last night, 18-15 over Tampa Bay Rays slugger Junior Caminero. It's the first time ever that a catcher has won the Derby. Raleigh leads the majors in homers with 38. Former Kentucky and Louisville basketball players are getting ready for the $1 million basketball tournament. Ex-Wildcats are known as La Familia and see their first action Friday night at 9 against Stroh's squad in Memorial Coliseum. Ex-Cards, known as the Ville, play Boston versus Cancer at 12:30 Saturday at Freedom Hall. If the Cats and Cards win, they'll play Sunday at home again. 61 teams are in the basketball tournament. Several in-state players were selected in the Major League Baseball draft, rounds 4 through 20 yesterday. Louisville players taken were third baseman Jake Monroe, catcher Matt Klein, pitchers Tucker Bevan and Justin West, and outfielder Eddie King. Murray State players chosen were catcher Matt Vierling and pitcher Cash Kuiper. From Kentucky, pitcher Ethan Walker. From University of the Cumberlands, pitcher Kalen Hampson. And from Northern Kentucky, pitcher Caden Eschman. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey, me again, your radio. Today we are testing speaker separation, and to help out, I've borrowed Fluffy, the boss's cat. So let's start with Fluffy in your left channel. And now, Fluffy in your right channel. Whoa! The apple does not fall far from the tree. Apparently, Fluffy has a little attitude, much like the boss. We call that catitude. So it seems everything on your radio is working just fine, but let's talk about your business. How's that working out for you? If you're ready to take profits to the next level, you should consider radio. Radio is not only a great way to reach new customers, but it's a proven way to help generate return business. And radio has the best ROI of any media. Your ad dollars work harder with me. That's why radio delivers results. No cats were physically harmed in the making of this commercial. Fluffy's ego, maybe a little bit.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
If you use electric appliances in the bathroom, garage, or outdoors, any place where moisture is present, you need a GFCI. The folks at your local electric cooperative want you to know that a GFCI, or ground fault circuit interrupter, will help you use those appliances safely by protecting you from electrical shocks. If you'd like to learn more about GFCIs, call your local electric cooperative. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
In County Energy, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Yes, Rayleigh Joe, brought to you by Dougster and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark or Chris. They'd love to give you a free quote. 859-236-6686. All right, partly sunny, a high of 89, a low tonight of 72. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms likely, mainly after 2, but mostly sunny, high of 90. Same thing Thursday, 91. Same thing Friday, 88. Same thing Saturday, and 90. I wish I could give you a change, but same thing Sunday, same thing Monday. How do you prepare for 90 degrees and sunny, and suddenly in the snap of a finger could be a deluge of rain? That's what we'll get this week. Right now it's 8:22, 74 degrees here in Danville, as we give a shout out right now this morning to Morgan Wallen. I'm not a huge Morgan Wallen fan. I probably couldn't name more than one song of Morgan Wallen's. But his album is doing some serious work. His album called I'm the Problem has now spent its first 2 months on top of Billboard's 200 chart. There you go. This is the title song, I'm the Problem. With all of Morgan's albums added together, he has a total of 37 weeks at number 1. That means Morgan Wallen is now tied with Drake and Harry Belafonte for 5th most by a male artist ever. Like the most number 1 weeks spent at number 1. The leader is Elvis with 67 weeks for solo artist. Second place, Garth Brooks, 52 weeks. Third place, Michael Jackson, 51. And Elton John's fourth at 39 weeks. And you think about Morgan Wallen still fairly young. So he, without a doubt, I would think, is going to pass Elton John at some point in his career, then set his sights on Michael Jackson, Garth Brooks, and Elvis Presley. However, Morgan has a long way to go to catch the actual GOATs in this category. That, of course, is the Beatles, who have 132 weeks spent at number 1, spread over 19 albums. So they're number 1 amongst all the acts, solo or group. It's Elvis Presley just solo, 67 weeks, but the Beatles 132 weeks at number 1 across their albums. But way to go, Morgan Wallen. His album, I'm the Problem, has spent its first 2 months on the top of the Billboard Top 200 chart. Let's see what's gone on this date in history that's made this date a date to remember. Starting off on this date in 1876, a man named George Washington Bradley. I wonder who he was named after. George Washington Bradley pitched the first no-hitter. The first recorded no-hitter in baseball history happened on this date in 1876. It was on this date, 1940, a man named Robert Wadlow passed away. It's noteworthy because he was the world's tallest man When he passed away at the age of 22, being that big just did not have really good things for his body. When you're 8 feet 11 inches tall, it's hard on your body. That's how tall he was when he died. His weight had reached 439 pounds. His shoe size was 37 AA. I don't even know what that means. Once you get up, your feet are so big, they start adding letters to your numbers. 37 AA. You tell me his shoe size is 37, I'd be astonished. But then you add AA in the back of it, I have no idea what that means. Robert Wadlow, 8 feet 11 inches tall when he passed away on this date in 1940. On this date, 1996, the 24-hour all-news network made its debut on cable and the internet.
You're connected to MSNBC.
Good morning and welcome to MSNBC. I'm Jody Applegate, and here are some of the top stories we're covering for you today.
There you go. That was a clip of the launch of the 24-hour all-news network, MSNBC. On this date, 1997, fashion designer Gianni Versace was murdered outside his home in Miami, Florida.
The morning of July 15th, 1997, Gianni returns from the coffee shop, picks up a newspaper, and approaches his front door. There, waiting for him, is a young man with a gun. Versace is shot multiple times and dies almost instantly.
Gianni Versace, the man believed to be the gunman, suspected serial killer Andrew Philip Cunanan, was found dead 8 days later. That was a clip of a historian talking about the killing of Versace. And it was on this date in 2016, then Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump announced his vice presidential running mate.
I've admired the work he's done, especially in the state of Indiana. But I also admire the fact that he fights for the people, and he's going to fight for you.
Yeah, that was Mike Pence being named the vice president running mate for President Donald Trump. That friendship lasted about 3 years and 8 months. Don't think that they're that close anymore. And that's what's gone on this date, July the 15th in history, that's made this date a date to remember. Hey, this afternoon from noon until 3, JB going to be live at BCTC for a community open house, hamburgers, hot dogs, ice-cold Pepsi products at BCTC, Bluegrass Community Technical College for the community open house. See what BCTC can do as you maybe look to pursue a different dream or goal in your life. What classes they offer, what courses you can take, looking for a specific certificate or degree. It's BCTC today from 12 until 3, the community open house. And we'd love to see you out there with JB and the Cookout crew on the Hometown Radio Network. You can also hear it live on Z105, WRNZ FM, and HometownLive.net. It's 8:28 in the morning. We're back in 60 seconds right here on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville.
If you love somebody enough, you follow wherever they go. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got.
Hi, it's Daryl, the cigar sommelier and owner of Smokin' Bourbon. I know you guys have been waiting, but the wait is over. We are now open for business. So come on down to Smokin' Bourbon, where you can smoke, sip, and chill.
Central Kentucky's newest cigar bar in Danville by the bowling alley in the Greenleaf Shopping Center. This big boss atmosphere is veteran-owned with connoisseur quality cigars and bourbon, creating a social destination. For more information, go to smoke-in-bourbon.com.
Now open.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at HometownLive.net.
Time out for sports this weekend with
VSiN Sports Shows
on WHIR AM 1230.
Hey, 8:30 in the morning, Kentucky News Network coming your way. Grub Gab, the world of food, will be coming your way as well. And got some good food stories to bring your way, so we'll talk about that coming up at 8:40. James the Gardener will be on here about 8:45-ish, 8:50-ish or so. And then we'll see what's gone on this date in music history that's made this date a date to remember over the next half hour. It's coming your way on WHIR. Here's the Kentucky News Network.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The Kentucky State Police, we understand that this incident at the church, I cannot imagine what those folks are going through, and we certainly grieve with the family of the victims. We grieve with the church family, this small knit community. We understand that they all probably were very close to one another, and you can't put into words how terrible the situation was for them.
Kentucky State Police Sergeant Matt Sudeth, as more is learned from Sunday's church shooting in Lexington, where 2 people remain in critical condition. 2 people were killed in the shooting at Richmond Road Baptist Church. The gunman, 47-year-old Guy House, was fatally shot by responding officers in the church parking lot. Police say House also shot and wounded a KSP trooper near Bluegrass Airport before carjacking the vehicle and driving to the church. The trooper in question is still hospitalized in stable condition.
In regard to our trooper, he is in stable condition at a local hospital. He suffered serious injuries, and without the assistance of several good Samaritans, this likely could have been a very life-threatening injury.
The victims who were killed, Beverly Gum and her daughter, Christina Combs. A motive for the shooting is not known. Police did say House had active arrest warrants. The Blue Bridge in Owensboro will stay closed for several months. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says the work will include a new concrete driving surface, as well as making repairs to concrete and to joints. The bridge is expected to remain closed for up to 90 days. And multiple businesses damaged following a Louisville strip mall fire. These flames broke out around 8:30 Monday morning inside the strip mall off Bardstown Road in Fern Creek. At least 4 businesses, including Big League Haircuts, sustained smoke damage. No injuries were reported, and the cause of the fire under investigation. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Summertime, 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 summertime.
We're all ready for some summertime fun and at a big deals price. Go to Beach Band Park and Splash Lagoon Water Park with admission tickets just $30 at Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net. They're determined and dedicated to providing safe, clean fun for all guests this summer. Beach Band has rides for everyone in the family, including the nationally recognized Kentucky Rumbler wooden roller coaster. There's the whole family ride, the wet adventure down the Whitewater Express. And there's plenty of fun at Splash Lagoon Water Park. A day of summer fun, plus included with your admission ticket, you get free parking, free sunscreen, free tubes, all at Beach Bend Park in Bowling Green. Just a 2-hour drive away, so get ready to pack up and go to Beach Bend Park with admission tickets just $30 for a full day of fun in the sun. Go to hometownlive.net and click on Big Deals.
So shop now!
Shop now, buy now. Also save $5 on Pioneer Playhouse tickets.
Hey, it's Matt, your leaf filter trusted pro. Gutters are an often neglected part of the home. They're also one of the most important. Clogged, overflowing gutters can cause serious problems like foundation damage or basement flooding, which can cost thousands of dollars to fix. Let's face it, cleaning gutters yourself is not only a hassle, it can be dangerous. But when you get Leaf Filter, you'll never have to worry about cleaning clogged gutters again. Get started today by visiting leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free inspection. If you decide to move forward, we'll professionally clean, realign, and seal your gutters before installing our patented stainless steel micro mesh system. Leaf Filter keeps out everything but the water. And it's backed by a lifetime transferable no clogs warranty. So you're protected for good. We're in your neighborhood and ready to help. Visit Leaf Filter today for a free inspection and estimate, and you could save up to 30%. Visit leaffilter.com/deal. That's leaffilter.com/deal.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The city of Danville is in the running for a prestigious award. Danville has been selected as a finalist for what's called the Wooden Bucket Award, presented every year to one outstanding water or wastewater utility in the state by the Kentucky Rural Water Association. The award's been given out every year since 1990, going to a utility that has great customer service, operational excellence, and consistent compliance with regulatory standards. It'll be presented next month during the Kentucky Rural Water Association's annual conference and exhibition. Danville is one of just 10 to be considered for the award. The Mercer County Fiscal Court has given the first reading to an amendment to an existing county ordinance dealing with noises and nuisances from farms. The Harrisburg Herald's reporting that the Mercer County Fiscal Court approved the first reading, at least most of the original ordinance intact, but removes language that concern the lot size requirements for exemptions. The Herald says that the current ordinance exempts noise from lots of 5 acres or more in an agricultural area. The new amendment exempts noise on all properties owned agriculture, regardless of size. The first reading of the ordinance passed unanimously. Kentucky State Police is once again up for the 2025 Best Looking Cruiser contest held annually by the American Association of State Troopers. KSP has done very well in this contest the last 7 years, finishing the top 5 every one of those years and winning it back-to-back years in 2021 and 22. And this year's submission features air power as well. This year's KSP submission captures a 2024 Mustang GT Cruiser, a 2024 Dodge Durango Pursuit Vehicle, and a Bell 407 helicopter from the agency's aircraft support branch. Voting in this contest began last Friday. And we get a warm, steamy week this week with daily rain shower chances. By tomorrow, we get a combination of heat and humidity that could push the heat index up to 100 degrees in some locations. A few storms this week as well could give us some heavy rainfall. It's one of those weeks that we get sunny skies every day and daily rain shower chances every day, so bring your umbrella as you head out. I'm Joe Mathis.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. Join us Friday, July 25th from 10 till 2 for a 20% off summer supplement sale. Free health consultations with nationally known naturopath Dr. Jay Wilkins will be offered 10 to 2 as well. To reserve a spot, call 936-2124. The Nutrition Center is located at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh, coming your way, courtesy of Danville Auto Body Shop for top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Delahaye Street. They give you a free estimate, and they work with their insurance company. They'll fix water leaks, window motor repairs, hail damage, and paintless dent repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. Partly sunny, high today, 90. Low tonight, 72. Tomorrow, showers and thunderstorms likely. A high tomorrow, 90. Thursday, mostly sunny and 91. Friday, partly sunny and 90. It's 8:39 in the morning, 74 degrees in Danville. Pimmy! What's going on with your wedding planning with Pim?
Hi, I'm Pim the Stewart Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. Now, here's a sticky situation. Your best man and maid of honor are a couple, or at least they were until yesterday. They've announced they're splitting up. His tux has been rented, her dress purchased and altered, but now they don't want to have to look at each other, much less walk up an aisle together at your wedding. How to handle having warring factions act civilly during your wedding? First, tell both your maid of honor and best man that while you're sorry that they're no longer a couple, they each committed to being in your wedding, and you hope they will follow through with their commitment. If they don't want to, they should tell you now, so you can make alternate arrangements. Give them this out. It could make things simpler in the long run to remove the troubled couple from the wedding party equation. However, if they don't speak up, tell them straight out that you expect them to behave like the adults that they are on your big day. The same sort of stuff you tell divorced parents who have the potential of not getting along at your rehearsal and wedding. My love note for today: if any members of your wedding party don't think that they can follow through as you're asking them to do, ask them to step aside and attend your wedding separately as regular guests. The only drama at your wedding should be how dramatic you look in your gown.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
8:41 in the morning, 74 degrees on this Tuesday, the 15th day of July. 859-238-WHIR. Phone number to call in this morning, 238-9447. An Arizona homeowner was fined by his homeowners association, was fined $100 because he was giving out free water in a heat wave. He was doing what he thought was good, what he thought was the right thing to do, which just because you get fined doesn't mean it wasn't the right thing to do. Was fined $100 by the Homeowners Association for giving out free water in a heat wave.
There's a spring hidden deep in the suburbs where the pure water flows, and the HOA doesn't know about it. And that's HOA Springs, and we've bottled it, and we're secretly passing it on to you. Yes, HOA Springs is the only bottled water that... wait, why is my HOA president calling me? 1 second. Hello? Hi, Shelley. You heard the commercial, huh? Yeah, sorry, I just thought we could give some water to some people, and... Yes, I'm familiar with Section 4-B of the HOA bylaws, and... this is outrageous. First, you won't let me put in an above-ground pool, and now this? Yes, I know what I signed, Shelley. I just didn't think that... Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. You have a blessed day, too, Shelley. So forget about the water thing. Commercial over. Okay, bye.
Stinking Shelley. Let's see what's going on in Grub Gab, where you can always just eat it. Here we go. Sonic has just expanded their $1.99 menu with 2 new bold additions, a cheesy Baja and honey chipotle crispy tender wrap. They join the previous $1.99 options that include original and honey chipotle junior chicken sandwiches, the soft pretzel twist, the grilled cheese sandwich, and 3 flavors of small cream slushes, all priced at $1.99. Here are the details on the 2 new items. The crispy tender wrap cheesy Baja is an all-white meat crispy chicken tender wrapped in a soft, flour tortilla with lettuce, tomatoes, melty cheddar cheese, and zesty Baja sauce. The honey chipotle crispy tender wrap is an all-white meat, crispy chicken tender wrapped in a soft flour tortilla with lettuce, tomatoes, melty cheddar cheese, and honey chipotle aioli. In addition to the $1.99 menu, Sonic also has a grab $1 corn dog, $2 All-American dog, or $3 foot-long quarter-pound cheese coney every week through the end of July. There's also a new Big Dill Mill in a collaboration with Grillo's Pickles, and a new Pickle-Rita slush drink that tastes like a tart limeade, and all the new items are getting rave reviews from fans on social media. There you go. Miller High Life is bringing dive bar vibes to your freezer with their brand new Spaghetti Sickle. A boozy push pop inspired by the quirky spaghetti cocktail made with real High Life beer, lemon, and a spirit-free aperitif. I don't know any of these words when it comes to alcohol. It's citrusy, bubbly, and perfect for summer sipping if you're over 21. Sold in 6-packs for $79 through Tipsy Scoop's Gold Belly store. Those frozen treats are only available for a limited time. This items like a dive bar scented perfume and a bar tune vinyl record with real beer inside. And KFC draws inspiration from its southern roots for the launch of the new Kentucky Fried Pickles. And KFC started yesterday. Available in 8-piece and family size options for $3.49 and $14.99. KFC, the KFPs feature tangy dill pickle slices that are battered, golden fried until crunchy, and pair with your choice of dipping sauce like the brand's signature ranch or comeback sauce. KFC launches KFP, Kentucky Fried Pickles. Miller High Life launches a frozen dive bar push pop, and Sonic adds 2 new items to the $1.99 menu. Grub Gab, where you can just eat it, folks.
And now, for the next few minutes, the man with the jolly green thumb and the big straw hat is going to tell us where it's at. Gardening with James, that's the name. Growing good food, that's our aim. Working in our garden every day. Well, we might not be all that pretty, but we don't mind getting all dirty and gritty. Growing our food the natural way. Yes, we're gardening with James, the natural way. Let's dig it, James.
What's going on, James?
Not much. What's happening?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
Doing good. What's up in the garden today, James? And a warm, humid, but could also be rainy, but could also not be rainy, could just pour on us and could not rain a drop type of Tuesday.
Man, I know.
Best way to describe it.
Well, because last night, I heard thunder, and it rained really good.
Yeah.
I was happy with that. Like you said, we just might get some more before the day's over with. So I'll just try to do whatever it takes to try to get a little bit done. Because Saturday I had the Governor's Scholars. They was a great group of kids. I really appreciate them coming to help out. And there was a lot of kids who actually work in the garden, or they lived on a farm or something like that, and they came and and they had questions. They would ask the questions, so this way they wouldn't pull up a flower instead and thinking it's a weed. That's always important with volunteers.
Yeah.
Because when you get volunteers, you're not quite sure what kind of little skills they
what type of knowledge they have about plants and all that. Yeah.
So, but they came and, like I said, they did a really good job. We had 25 bags of mulch. They put them where you asked, and like I said, they spread it out nice and neat. Like I said, and after 3 hours, they was given a tour of the McDowell house. Actually, they was given a tour in between, like, little breaks that we would take. So that was kind of nice because a lot of kids hadn't been there. So, it was a fun weekend. And like I say, as far as the garden goes, everything is growing at this point. If you've got tomatoes, if you've got squash, if you've got cucumber, whatever it is growing at this point. So now you just have to kind of fight the weeds and, put some mulch or something around your plants, so this way you can kind of help deter the weeds, try to block that sunshine out so the weeds won't grow as fast. But yeah, just go ahead and enjoy it because, like I said, we're at mid-July, and like I said, a lot of the flowers and things that was planted are really doing well. I've talked to the folks from different farmers markets. Their stuff is growing. They're happy because it takes a little while from January to, May and June for them to really get their crops in, so this way they can take it to the farmers markets. But everybody seems to be happy with that, and we're off and running into summer season.
Gardening with James, Tuesdays and Thursdays, right here on The Joe Show at this time.
Yes, sir.
All right, James, we'll step aside. We'll come back, and we'll see what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. How's that sound?
Let's do that.
All right, that'll be coming up right after this here on The Joe Show.
Hi, this is JB. Join me live on Z105 Tuesday from noon to 3 at BCTC in Danville. It's a community open house. Stop by the campus at 59 Corporate Drive to see what opportunities there might be for working toward a new career. Connect with local businesses and service providers and enroll to register for classes. There'll be door prizes and giveaways. There's free hamburgers and hot dogs and Pepsi products. Anyone in Danville and surrounding communities is invited. The date, Tuesday, noon to 3 at BCTC's Danville campus. I'll do it live on Z105.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Baseball's midsummer extravaganza, the All-Star Game, takes place tonight in Atlanta at Truist Field. Starting pitchers will be right-hander Paul Skeens of the Pirates for his second straight start for the National League, while 2024 Cy Young winner left-hander Tariq Skubal of the Tigers will get the ball for the American League. The AL won last year 5-3. The American League leads the series over the National League 48-44 with 2 ties. Game time is at 8 o'clock tonight on Fox. Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners won the Home Run Derby last night, 18-15 over Tampa Bay Rays slugger Junior Caminero. It's the first time ever that a catcher has won the Derby. Raleigh leads the majors in homers with 38. Former Kentucky and Louisville basketball players are getting ready for the $1 million basketball tournament. Ex-Wildcats are known as La Familia and see their first action Friday night at 9 against Stroh's squad in Memorial Coliseum. Ex-Cards, known as the Ville, play Boston versus Cancer at 12:30 Saturday at Freedom Hall. If the Cats and Cards win, they'll play Sunday at home again. 61 teams are in the basketball tournament. Several in-state players were selected in the Major League Baseball draft, rounds 4 through 20 yesterday. Louisville players taken were third baseman Jake Monroe, catcher Matt Klein, pitchers Tucker Bevan and Justin West, and outfielder Eddie King. Murray State players chosen were catcher Matt Vierling and pitcher Cash Kuiper. From Kentucky, pitcher Ethan Walker. From University of the Cumberlands, pitcher Kalen Hampson. And from Northern Kentucky, pitcher Caden Eschman. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Brent Blevins, Public Health Director for your Boyle County Health Department. The health and safety of our residents is of great importance to me. Each year, lives are lost due to lung cancer, many of which are preventable. That is something that I would like to see change. Lung cancer deaths associated with smoking and exposure to radon gas are considered by the Environmental Protection Agency as the foremost contributing factors in causing lung cancer. This is where the Boyle County Health Department can help. We have smoking cessation classes beginning often, and the entire program only lasts 13 weeks. Imagine how much better you can feel in just a few short weeks. Also, our environmental staff has information on radon indoor air mitigation systems that can greatly reduce the risk of radon gas in your home. For more information on either of these programs, contact your Boyle County Health Department at 859-236-2053. Thank you.
Alex Caton, I live in Harrisburg. I deal with Christy. Well, she was just a family friend, and my brother grew up with her son, and she treated me well, so we went with her, and she guided us through it better than anybody I could imagine. Any kind of dumb question I might have had, she didn't care to answer it, explain it out to me. Just as I needed to hear it, as helpful as she could be. I had a couple buddies looking to buy a house, and I recommended her. If we're going to use a realtor anyways, I recommended her.
Jones Real Estate. Welcome home with Well Jones.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh, it's coming your way courtesy of the Little Sign Shop. Need a sign, a banner, or decal fast? The owners and operators have got you covered in Little Sign Shop. They do full-color digital printing. They do magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design. They are in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Street meet. Partly sunny, 90s a high, low tonight 72. Tomorrow gives us really the best chance of a streak of rain showers. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Daily rain shower chances basically at 60% and higher every single day, but also mostly sunny skies every single day. So it's really going to be pop-up, quick-moving showers that could hit hard or could not hit at all. Right now it's 8:55 in the morning. Let's see, James, what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. Starting off on this date, 1946, where this singer was born on this date, 1946. She's 79 years old today. Had this one at number 1 in 1975, Linda Ronstadt with her song, You're No Good. And in 1989, number 2 single, Don't Know Much, plus 15 other U.S. top 40 hits. Happy 79th today to Linda Ronstadt.
Baby, you're no good. I'm gonna say it again. You're no good, you're no good, you're no good. Baby, you're no good. I broke a heart that's gentle and true. Well, I broke a heart over so.
Happy 79th to Linda Ronstadt, and happy 77th today to the drummer of this Southern rock group. Blowing down the road. Artemis Pyle was the drummer with Leonard Skinner from 1974 to 1977, and then from 1987 to 1991 he came back with the group. Leonard Skinner best known for their songs Sweet Home Alabama and Freebird, but I wanted a song that had some more upbeat drums in it for Artemis Pyle since he was the drummer, as it's his birthday today. And this is Call Me the Breeze. Leonard Skinner's drummer, Artemis Pyle, having a birthday. 77 years old today. It was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, 1972, where this group started a 5-week run at number 1 on the U.S. album chart with this artist with his 5th studio album, an album called Honky Chateau.
My bags last night, pre-flight. 0 hour.
Of course, Elton John, the album marked the British artist's first U.S. chart topper, took inspiration from its title from the 18th century French chateau in which it was recorded. 2 of the tracks on the album, Honky Cat and this one, Rocket Man, were released as singles.
I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space. On such a timeless flight.
And it was on this day, rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in 2018, where this song, really the music video itself, became the first 90s music video to pass 1 billion views on YouTube. The music video to this song by Guns N' Roses, a song called November Rain. The next closest 90s video was the song Zombie.
This is the story of the one.
Why did it just, in the middle of the song, it went to an ad?
I don't know.
I've never had that happen before.
Right.
Now, it's done it before in the middle of, like a stand-up comedy video that I'm playing for my Silliness at Sunrise segment,
Right.
but I've never had it do that in the middle of a song.
Wow.
In the world? It infuriates me.
I don't know, Joe.
Okay.
Somebody's great idea.
Somebody wanted to make sure that ad was heard on the Joe Show. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
He knew we'd be scoping out Guns N' Roses' November Rain. The first 90s video to pass 1 billion views on YouTube happened on this date, 2018. Again, the next closest 90s video was Zombies by the Cranberries. They had 739 million views up to that point. So way to go, Guns N' Roses. And that's what's gone on this date, July 15th in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Top of our news coming. No Dusty today. We are Dusty-less today, but we'll have Ann Yeager and Stiff Funeral Home join the show at 9:35 for a Tuesday. But still, 3 hours in, 1 hour to go. It's 9 a.m.
This is the Talk of the Town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WIMAX. It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump will be placing a 100% tariff on Russia if there's no peace deal soon.
We're going to be doing very severe tariffs if we don't have a deal in 50 days.
While meeting with the NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, Trump also announced a new deal to sell top-of-the-line weaponry to NATO, including defensive Patriot missiles meant for distribution in Ukraine. Trump had been blaming both sides for the continued war in Ukraine, which was launched by Russia, but lately has been putting most of it on President Putin, adding he thought he had a deal in place about 4 times. Governor Phil Murphy has declared a state of emergency in New Jersey, with many parts of northern New Jersey getting severe flooding from yesterday's storms. Scott Pringle with more.
The rain came hard and fast, flooding out scores of streets and main roads in Union and Morris and Somerset counties. There was a shelter-in-place order issued in a number of communities.
I've been here since 91, and it's happened 2 other times. This is really bad. This is the worst one.
This woman was one of many who had to be rescued from flooded-out vehicles.
We went up, and it just started flooding really bad, and then we tried to make a turn here, and my car's done for.
Officials in North Plainfield say first responders had to make 30 home rescues.
The north rim of Grand Canyon National Park will be closed for the rest of the 2025 season as firefighters continue to battle the destructive Dragon Bravo fire. Fire spokesman Stefan Lasky says the blaze had been slowly burning since July 4th, but blew up on the 11th and 12th.
Normally, we can expect the fire to lay down at night. Temperatures go down, humidity goes up. Usually the winds are quiet. Well, we had strong winds both those nights, and now we have a total of 70 structures lost.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AIRPORT25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AIRPORT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AIRPORT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
The Trump administration has filed notice to appeal a federal judge's order blocking immigration raids across 7 Southern California counties. Tammy Trujillo reports.
The judge cited Fourth Amendment protections against unreasonable searches and seizures. U.S. Attorney in Los Angeles, Bill Assaley, insists that enforcement agencies have adhered to the law.
We're out looking for specific bad people that we know are in the country here unlawfully, but we are doing general immigration enforcement as well. That is happening. They do operate on tips, on training, on experience.
The ruling says immigration authorities may not base suspicion solely on a person's apparent race or ethnicity, the fact that they're speaking Spanish or English with an accent, their presence at a particular location like a bus stop or a day laborer pickup site, or the type of work the person does.
3 rookie astronauts are back on Earth with incredible tales about their summer holiday. Rory O'Neill reports.
For the past 3 weeks, first-time astronauts from Hungary, Poland, and India have been working and living aboard the International Space Station. Axiom Space arranged the flight using SpaceX technology that ended with a splashdown of a capsule called Grace off a foggy California coast.
SpaceX copies splashdown and stable 1. On behalf of SpaceX, welcome home.
It was the 4th crew mission launched by Axiom, which was led by retired NASA astronaut Peggy Whitson, who in her career has spent nearly 700 days in space.
A suspect is behind bars on suspicion of leaving what was at first believed to be a human skin teddy bear outside of a convenience store in Victorville, California. Daniel Martindale with more.
Hector Corona Villanueva was arrested on Monday, one day after the discovery was made. Villanueva is accused of causing a report of emergency while knowing it to be false and intentionally and wrongfully planting evidence to falsely present as real. The gruesome-looking teddy bear was actually made out of latex and is a prop created by a horror special effects artist.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
The president has authorized ICE agents to protect themselves from rock-throwing protesters by using whatever means necessary. They have a right to protect themselves. In the week I was away, the violence against ICE agents, hit an all-time high. ICE rounded up 750 illegals during raids on California marijuana farms. And what is the reaction of the Democratic hardcore left? Well, the mayor in Los Angeles has announced a new cash giveaway plan for Biden illegals. The plan is being worked out to provide cash assistance to those impacted by ICE enforcement operations. Well, we do have a supremacy clause to our Constitution, which gives jurisdiction to the federal government, not to the mayor of Los Angeles, not to the governor of California.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
Hey, if you're with Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, you are overpaying for wireless, period, end of sentence. You're paying for thousands of retail stores that you're never going to go to. You're paying for unnecessary perks that you'll never use. But guess what? My cell phone provider, Pure Talk, they use the same 5G network, the same cell towers. The only difference? They don't charge you for any of the garbage. Instead, Pure Talk will give you unlimited talk, unlimited text, plenty of data, $25 a month. That's real money in your pocket for the exact same service. And guess what? You can keep your phone and your phone number. The switch is simple, fast, easy. Dial pound 250, say the keyword save now. You'll save an additional 50% off your first month. And you can be switched over in mere minutes. Pound 250, keyword save now. Make the switch to my cell phone provider, a veteran-owned company, Pure Talk, wireless by Americans for Americans.
Republic Services of Kentucky offers a single source solution for all of your disposal needs, servicing residential, commercial, and industrial customers with offerings that include recycling and other disposal options. You have enough to worry about on a daily basis. Leave waste disposal to Republic Services. They'll handle it from there. For a quote or to discuss services, reach out to republicservices.com or give them a call at 859-263-2000. 263-2000.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same-as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The city of Danville is in the running for a prestigious award. Danville has been selected as a finalist for what's called the Wooden Bucket Award, presented every year to one outstanding water or wastewater utility in the state by the Kentucky Rural Water Association. The award's been given out every year since 1990, going to a utility that has great customer service, operational excellence, and consistent compliance with regulatory standards. It'll be presented next month during the Kentucky Rural Water Association's annual conference and exhibition. Danville is one of just 10 to be considered for the award. The Mercer County Fiscal Court has given the first reading to an amendment to an existing county ordinance dealing with noises and nuisances from farms. The Harrisburg Herald's reporting that the Mercer County Fiscal Court approved the first reading, at least most of the original ordinance intact, but removes language that concern the lot size requirements for exemptions. The Herald says that the current ordinance exempts noise from lots of 5 acres or more in an agricultural area. The new amendment exempts noise on all properties owned agriculture, regardless of size. The first reading of the ordinance passed unanimously. Kentucky State Police is once again up for the 2025 Best Looking Cruiser contest held annually by the American Association of State Troopers. KSP has done very well in this contest the last 7 years, finishing the top 5 every one of those years and winning it back-to-back years in 2021 and 22. And this year's submission features air power as well. This year's KSP submission captures a 2024 Mustang GT Cruiser, a 2024 Dodge Durango Pursuit Vehicle, and a Bell 407 helicopter from the agency's aircraft support branch. Voting in this contest began last Friday. And we get a warm, steamy week this week with daily rain shower chances. By tomorrow, we get a combination of heat and humidity that could push the heat index up to 100 degrees in some locations. A few storms this week as well could give us some heavy rainfall. It's one of those weeks that we get sunny skies every day and daily rain shower chances every day, so bring your umbrella as you head out. I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh, it's coming your way, brought to you by the Big Deals online store, HometownLive.net. Shop it safe on gift certificates to local businesses at big discounts. Entertainment tickets, too. Shop save up to 50% every day. Big Deals online store, HometownLive.net. Chance of showers today. Partly sunny, 89 is the high. Low tonight, 72. I'd say it's more than partly sunny right now. Got rain showers well west of us in the Bowling Green area, stretching north up to Owensboro. So going to be rainy, potentially really beginning tomorrow, where thunderstorms are likely after 2 o'clock, a high of 90. Thursday, showers, thunderstorms likely, 91. Friday, sunny and 90. Right now, it's 9:11 in the morning, 75 degrees. Tuesday, the 15th day of the month of July. We're happy to have you on the show this morning at 859-238-9447. That's 238-WHIR as we see what's breaking and trending this morning right here on The Joe Show. And here we go. Over 40 U.S. ice cream manufacturers covering more than 90% of the market plan to eliminate synthetic food dyes like Red Dye 40 and Yellow 5 by 2028. The International Dairy Foods Association announced alongside Health Secretary RFK. While the producers say the dyes are safe, they're responding to growing state-level dye bans and mounting public pressures tied to concerns about ADHD and potential cancer links. Non-dairy ice cream products are exempt, and the shift includes phasing out seven petroleum-based colors and introducing natural alternatives. The move's a part of a broader industry push and increasing regulatory scrutiny toward cleaner label ingredients. NASA officials have reviewed a draft report that reportedly warns climate change is progressing faster than expected, but the White House, responding to pressure, chose not to publish it. The document suggests sea levels may rise more sharply and extreme weather could become more frequent than earlier forecasts show. White House aides said the report wasn't finalized, citing ongoing analysis and review needs. Climate advocates say the delay reflects political sensitivity around linking global warming to current policies. NASA responded that the report is still undergoing peer review and they do not comment on internal policy processes. Scientists stress the draft aligns with the recent UN and IPCC warnings that urgent action is essential to curb emissions. Okay, the price of Mexican tomatoes will go up soon. The Trump administration announced in April that it was withdrawing from an agreement that set minimum prices for Mexican tomatoes imported to the U.S. The Commerce Department also announced a new anti-dumping tariff to prevent Mexican importers from flooding the market with cheaper tomatoes from Mexico account for 2/3 bought in the U.S., and the tariff is set at 17%. There had been a push for the administration to delay the tariffs for another 90 days, but Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said yesterday that the decision is, quote, in line with President Trump's trade policies and approach with Mexico. Hallmark Channel has released its Countdown to Christmas lineup. While the network didn't reveal when Countdown to Christmas will begin, typically it's in October, Hallmark did reveal that a Newport Christmas and a third Three Wise Men movie would be on the schedule. Holiday Touchdown, A Bill's Love Story, is a part of the holiday cheer. The baking competition Bake with Love Holiday will be hosted by Tamara Mowry Housley, and Finding Mr. Christmas will return with host Jonathan Bennett. You can see the full lineup online. A naughty pet started a fire in a London apartment, but it wasn't a dog or a cat. No, a tortoise knocked over its heat lamp and it landed on hay, sparking the blaze. Fire crews saved the critter and his dog sibling, who was hiding under the stairs. The owners were told how to properly secure the lamp so there's no repeat. By the way, the dog and tortoise are just fine. President Trump announced yesterday that he will levy a 100% secondary tariff on any country trading with Russia if Moscow and Kyiv don't reach a peace agreement in the next 50 days. The move coincides with a deal to send Patriot missile systems to Ukraine via NATO, funded by European allies. Trump voiced frustration with President Vladimir Putin and his repeated pause and strike cycle, saying if words don't stop the war, then sharp penalties must stop the war.
I'm disappointed in President Putin because I thought we would have had a deal 2 months ago, but it doesn't seem to get there.
The NATO Secretary General called the plan, quote, very big, describing it as a joint push by Europe and the U.S. for meaningful action. Plan also includes diplomatic and congressional backing for legal authority to impose up to 500% tariffs. The announcement signals a more assertive U.S. stance, pairing military aid with trade pressure to counter Russia's war tactics.
Numerous times I'd get home, I'd say, First Lady, I had the most wonderful talk with Vladimir. I think we're finished. And then I'll turn on the television, or she'll say to me one time, wow, that's strange because they just bombed a nursing home. They said, what?
There you go. That's what's breaking and trending this morning right here on The Joe Show. On WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Gary Fogle has Kentucky sports memories coming your way next. We'll see what the Big Daddy's got up his sleeve as well in the next 15 minutes as we head towards our 9:30 bottom hour news and a Tuesday with Stith segment.
Hello, I'm Gary Fogle. Welcome to Kentucky Sports Memories. And Kentuckian Mel Purcell got his taste of high-pressure sports at a very young age.
At Watson's, we've been delivering all the family fun and relaxation to our local community for over 50 years. Our mission is to provide high-quality home recreational products and home furnishings to our customers that bring families and friends together for a break from the daily stresses of life. Shop the largest local selection of in-stock products for your home, inside and out, and get the guaranteed lowest price in the USA. Only at Watson's.
Mel Purcell grew up in Murray, Kentucky, played tennis there, got pretty good at it. And in 1977, he was the Kentucky High School state champion for boys. But his taste of the high school tournament came very early in his career. We talked about that.
When you were in 5th grade, I think it was, you played in the state high school tennis tournament. Were you intimidated by that at all? I mean, against all these high school kids, and you're a little bitty 5th grader, or did you go into it like, yeah, I can play with anybody in the world?
Yeah, but not world, maybe the state at that time. But yeah, because I practiced with the guys from my dad's team. I was just too small. I couldn't. I lost to a guy, Ross Bowling, that actually played for my dad. They laughed about it, saying, "Tough decision for my father. Does he root for his son or his recruit coming into Murray State next year?" Right? But no, I wasn't intimidated because I played him. It's just like, getting beat up by a guy like 8 feet taller than you. I just couldn't. I didn't have the gain yet, but just enjoyed the competition part and just, swore I'd be back next year.
And he knew that tennis wasn't a priority as far as sports go at most high schools throughout the state, but he said that didn't bother him.
I embraced that. I love going to the old Caldwell County with 2 tennis courts and grass growing in the back and a snake running across the courts. I mean, we went to South Marshall. They had courts painted in the parking lots. And this is when I'm 5th, 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade, when they had all the different high schools. So, even up till I graduated, I embraced and loved playing high school tennis.
Even if the courts weren't the best or even close to the best at many of the high schools where he played. But he went on from there to play college tennis, then on to the Pro Tour in the 1980s. What kind of a player was he? Different, interesting, entertaining. We'll talk about all that tomorrow. Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories.
Gary Fogle and KSM, Kentucky Sports Memories, Mondays through Fridays, right here on The Joe Show. Let's see what the Big Daddy's got with sports, and we'll tell you about, we could probably make a new segment on the show with this, like stupid TikTok trends. Why you shouldn't do anything you see on TikTok, but why people do. Stupid TikTok trends. We've got one coming up right after this.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Baseball's midsummer extravaganza, the All-Star Game, takes place tonight in Atlanta at Truist Field. Starting pitchers will be right-hander Paul Skeens of the Pirates for his second straight start for the National League, while 2024 Cy Young winner left-hander Tariq Skubal of the Tigers will get the ball for the American League. The AL won last year 5-3. The American League leads the series over the National League 48-44 with 2 ties. Game time is at 8 o'clock tonight on Fox. Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners won the Home Run Derby last night, 18-15 over Tampa Bay Rays slugger Junior Caminero. It's the first time ever that a catcher has won the Derby. Raleigh leads the majors in homers with 38. Former Kentucky and Louisville basketball players are getting ready for the $1 million basketball tournament. Ex-Wildcats are known as La Familia and see their first action Friday night at 9 against Stroh's squad in Memorial Coliseum. Ex-Cards, known as the Ville, play Boston versus Cancer at 12:30 Saturday at Freedom Hall. If the Cats and Cards win, they'll play Sunday at home again. 61 teams are in the basketball tournament. Several in-state players were selected in the Major League Baseball draft, rounds 4 through 20 yesterday. Louisville players taken were third baseman Jake Monroe, catcher Matt Klein, pitchers Tucker Bevan and Justin West, and outfielder Eddie King. Murray State players chosen were catcher Matt Vierling and pitcher Cash Kuiper. From Kentucky, pitcher Ethan Walker. From University of the Cumberlands, pitcher Kalen Hampson. And from Northern Kentucky, pitcher Caden Eschman. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Serving Boyle County seniors, a gathering place.
Our Meals on Wheels program is designed for seniors 60 and up in Boyle County who struggle with food insecurity. If you think you may be eligible, call us at 859-236-2070, thegatheringplace.org, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more info.
Serving Boyle County seniors, a gathering place.
Hey, it's Matt, your leaf filter trusted pro. Gutters are an often neglected part of the home. They're also one of the most important. Clogged, overflowing gutters can cause serious problems like foundation damage or basement flooding, which can cost thousands of dollars to fix. Let's face it, cleaning gutters yourself is not only a hassle, it can be dangerous. But when you get Leaf Filter, you'll never have to worry about cleaning clogged gutters again. Get started today by visiting leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free inspection. If you decide to move forward, we'll professionally clean, realign, and seal your gutters before installing our patented stainless steel micro mesh system. Leaf Filter keeps out everything but the water. And it's backed by a lifetime transferable no clogs warranty. So you're protected for good. We're in your neighborhood and ready to help. Visit Leaf Filter today for a free inspection and estimate, and you could save up to 30%. Visit leaffilter.com/deal. That's leaffilter.com/deal.
Step into Papa's Quick Stop number 7 across from the Boyle County Fairgrounds and discover the enchanting world of Candleberry candles in the huge Candleberry Corner. Refresh your world with an array of fresh cargo scents for your car for just $1.99. Tantalizing tarts, $7.99. Delightful room sprays for $9.50. Small jars are $14.99. Large jars, $25.99. Grand candy jars for $89.99. And a large selection of cookie jars for that special someone at $159.99. Visit Papa's Quick Stop number 7 across the Boyle County Fairgrounds on the bypass for an exhilarating experience like no other.
Listen to WHIR online at hometownlive.net, powered by Kentucky, YMAX.com.
Yep, 9:24 in the morning, Tuesday, July the 15th. Talked a little bit about this earlier this morning, but big news for that cousin who still wears a Mickey Mouse watch, because Disney adults are now getting their own dating app. It's called Single Riders. The beta version is set to launch later this month. A Disney superfan in Orlando is behind this idea. He goes by Joe the Bearded Nerd on social media. Says he came up with it 2 years ago after he got stood up on a date and went to a bar at Disney World to drink. He's been trying to loop in a programmer ever since and finally found one. They're looking for people to beta test it, with the full version landing sometime next year. He sees it as a way for Disney adults to connect and see if there's a spark. But it doesn't have to be a romance thing. He hopes people use it to make friends, too. He's been asking people for features they'd want in this Disney adult dating app. One suggestion was a way to see if other single riders are at the park, so you can meet up and go on a spur-of-the-moment date. He says it's meant for theme park enthusiasts in general, but Disney adults are really the target audience here. Disney adults getting their own dating app. This will be interesting.
I was looking for someone who was a huge Disney fan, just like me. And then I met him, and he was really annoying. So I went a step further and started looking for an actual Disney character. So I logged onto Disney Harmony.
DisneyHarmony.com matches you up with somebody based on one dimension of compatibility, whether or not they're a Disney character.
Disney Harmony set me up on a whole bunch of blind dates, including one with this guy.
Well, hiya. I'm not a guy. I'm a mouse.
Cool. Let me just log on to Disney Harmony and find another date.
You'll love Disney Harmony.
So what kind of stuff do you like to do for fun? And next date, please.
It's DisneyHarmony.com.
So what sort of stuff are you into?
All sorts of Jedi stuff I'm into. Get busy with you. I'd also like to.
Ew.
Find your special Disney character today.
There you go, Disney Harmony. Do you remember, like, when your parents would freak out when you were a kid if you took, like, a permanent marker and drew yourself with a permanent marker? So, yeah, that's why boomers may be triggered by this. I'm triggered by this, and I'm not even a boomer. I just, the more I hear about TikTok, the more I loathe it. There's apparently a new trend. Like, first of all, let me go back. So the more I hear about TikTok, as if it's a new thing. It's been around forever. I just have never had it on my phone. And it just seems like every story I hear about TikTok is so stupid. And here's another one. There's apparently a new trend on TikTok where women are using Sharpie permanent markers as lip liners. One woman shared her technique and was so impressed that she's asking Sharpie for more shades. Of course, there are plenty of colors of Sharpie already. Maybe not lip-friendly shades, for obvious reasons, because they're permanent markers. But there are tons of colors of Sharpie you can use. Other beauty influencers were less convinced. One said, my lips weren't burning, but I could definitely feel my lips drying out. I wouldn't recommend doing this regularly. I could definitely taste and smell the chemicals on me. But here's the question. Are those chemicals really that bad? The answer is yes, they are really that bad. One poison control center states on its website that permanent markers, including brands like Sharpie, contain ink that's made from chemicals xylene, toluene, and urethane resin. And breathing in those fumes can be harmful, according to their website. It's a direct quote from the website. They, along with Sharpie itself, say the markers are safe when used as intended. For artistic purposes, they are not intended to be makeup on your skin and mouth. A dermatologist told Fox News that Sharpies clearly contain toxins that are concerning and risky. They add that if you did try this, you don't need to be super worried about the effects. Just stop doing it, they said. Another video of an influencer doing this, and one dermatologist freaking out about this, and other experts as well talking about this online. Again, we may have to make this like a new segment on the show. Getting dumb with TikTok. How much dumber can we get? Well, here we go. Another new TikTok trend. People using Sharpies as skin makeup and lip liner. One beauty influencer is doing that. It's 9:28 in the morning. We are a minute away from bottom hour news, and we're going to see what's going on with NBC and the Tech Report. And K&N News after that, and Ann Yeager follows that with a Tuesday with Stiff.
xAI, the company behind Elon Musk's Grok AI chatbot, is apologizing after the AI made anti-Semitic posts last week. Here's Michael Kastner.
The chatbot praised Adolf Hitler. The company posted on X that it was horrific behavior and blamed an update to a code path. The bot has raised concerns before, including in May when it would repeatedly mention white genocide in South Africa in unrelated conversations. That was blamed on an unauthorized modification to its code.
NVIDIA says the U.S. should reduce its technological dependency on other countries. In an interview with CNN that aired Sunday, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang said that the United States should invest more in manufacturing. Months ago, President Trump announced a $600 million investment into chip-making technology in the U.S., courtesy of Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. And according to Bloomberg, Meta has acquired artificial intelligence startup Play AI. Tech Report, I'm Mark.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Lexington's mayor has a reaction to Sunday's shooting.
Mayor Linda Gorton and Police Chief Lawrence Weathers putting out a joint statement mourning a painful act of violence and calling on people to not let tragedy divide them. That statement thanks all police and first responders for their quick response to the shooting scenes on Sunday. It also says the city initiative called One Lexington has been working round the clock to make sure those affected get the resources they need, offering help to anyone who needs community-based support. I'm Jack Crumley.
Louisville Metro Police say the combinations of a ceiling tile falling, hitting a metal chair while at the same time a woman was having a medical emergency led to an active aggressor report, forcing 40,000 people at the Kentucky Expo Center on hand for the Run for the Roses girls basketball tournament to be evacuated. While getting people out, another active aggressive call came in from Kentucky Kingdom, but no threat was ever found. 6 people suffered minor injuries while exiting the Expo Center, 2 hospitalized for treatment. LMPD and officials at the Expo Center continue to investigate the calls. A Kentucky Correctional Psychiatric Center doctor has ruled that Torilana Fields, the woman accused of murdering her mother Trudy Fields last October in Robertson County, is competent to stand trial. Fields is accused of stabbing, shooting, and dismembering her mother before putting her remains in a boiling pot on the stove. Despite the doctor ruling this way, Torilana's defense team has not received their independent evaluation results. They're expecting those soon. Her defense team also brought up a previous case that she wasn't able to stand trial for a less serious charge in California after suffering a traumatic brain injury. The judge still needs to make the final call before the trial can begin. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Lee's Famous Recipe's been serving the best chicken in Danville since 1972. Lee's is proud to serve up money-saving $6 meals that include 2 strips or 2 pieces of dark meat, livers or gizzards, your choice of a side, plus a home-style buttermilk biscuit and drink, all of it just $6. Don't feel like cooking? Feed the family with an 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece meal that comes with large shareable sides and home-style buttermilk biscuits. For your next get-together, call Lee's, the expert caterers, at 859-236-8777. Visit Lee's Famous Recipe, the chicken specialist in Danville and South 4th.
Please secure any loose items. We're about to plunge 60 feet down Daredevil Falls. See a gazillion bubbles. And join a dance party for Dollywood's 40th anniversary. Up ahead, there's an exciting new light show with hundreds of pyro drones. But stay seated until we arrive at the Smoky Mountain Summer Celebration presented by Food City June 14th through August 3rd. Hang on and visit Dollywood.com.
Hi, this is JB. Join me live on Z105 Tuesday from noon to 3 at BCTC in Danville. It's a community open house. Stop by the campus at 59 Corporate Drive to see what opportunities there might be for working toward a new career. Connect with local businesses and service providers and enroll to register for classes. There'll be door prizes and giveaways. There's free hamburgers and hot dogs and Pepsi products. Anyone in Danville and surrounding communities is invited. The date, Tuesday, noon to 3 at BCTC's Danville campus. I'll do it live on Z105.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pim Fitzgerald-Clark with Wedding Planning with Pim, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. The city of Danville is in the running for a prestigious award. Danville has been selected as a finalist for what's called the Wooden Bucket Award, presented every year to one outstanding water or wastewater utility in the state by the Kentucky Rural Water Association. The award's been given out every year since 1990, going to a utility that has great customer service, operational excellence, and consistent compliance with regulatory standards. It'll be presented next month during the Kentucky Rural Water Association's annual conference and exhibition. Danville is one of just 10 to be considered for the award. The Mercer County Fiscal Court has given the first reading to an amendment to an existing county ordinance dealing with noises and nuisances from farms. The Harrisburg Herald's reporting that the Mercer County Fiscal Court approved the first reading, at least most of the original ordinance intact, but removes language that concern the lot size requirements for exemptions. The Herald says that the current ordinance exempts noise from lots of 5 acres or more in an agricultural area. The new amendment exempts noise on all properties owned agriculture, regardless of size. The first reading of the ordinance passed unanimously. Kentucky State Police is once again up for the 2025 Best Looking Cruiser contest held annually by the American Association of State Troopers. KSP has done very well in this contest the last 7 years, finishing the top 5 every one of those years and winning it back-to-back years in 2021 and 22. And this year's submission features air power as well. This year's KSP submission captures a 2024 Mustang GT Cruiser, a 2024 Dodge Durango Pursuit Vehicle, and a Bell 407 helicopter from the agency's aircraft support branch. Voting in this contest began last Friday. And we get a warm, steamy week this week with daily rain shower chances. By tomorrow, we get a combination of heat and humidity that could push the heat index up to 100 degrees in some locations. A few storms this week as well could give us some heavy rainfall. It's one of those weeks that we get sunny skies every day and daily rain shower chances every day, so bring your umbrella as you head out. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hey, it's Matt, your leaf filter trusted pro. Gutters are an often neglected part of the home. They're also one of the most important. Clogged, overflowing gutters can cause serious problems like foundation damage or basement flooding, which can cost thousands of dollars to fix. Let's face it, cleaning gutters yourself is not only a hassle, it can be dangerous. But when you get Leaf Filter, you'll never have to worry about cleaning clogged gutters again. Get started today by visiting leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free inspection. If you decide to move forward, we'll professionally clean, realign, and seal your gutters before installing our patented stainless steel micro mesh system. Leaf Filter keeps out everything but the water. And it's backed by a lifetime transferable no clogs warranty. So you're protected for good. We're in your neighborhood and ready to help. Visit Leaf Filter today for a free inspection and estimate, and you could save up to 30%. Visit leaffilter.com/deal. That's leaffilter.com/deal.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
It's coming your way, courtesy of Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you by calling Mark or Chris for a free quote. 236-6686. Rain showers, thunderstorms possible for the rest of this week into next week. 90 the high today, 90 the high tomorrow, 90 the high Thursday, 90 the high Friday, 90 the high Saturday, 90 the high Sunday. So there you go.
90 the high.
It is just, it's the same exact forecast, really beginning tomorrow through. It's 90s the high every day, and you get a 60 to 70% chance of daily rain showers.
So it's just going to be steamy is all I heard you say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And maybe a rain shower rolls in for like 15 minutes and just a deluge of rain, or maybe it doesn't.
Just enough to make the weeds grow?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just enough to make the grass grow and the weeds grow, and the next time you want to go out and mow the yard, it rains again and you can't get out there.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly right. Enough to be annoying.
It's the summertime.
Right now, it's 77 degrees and a Tuesday with Stiff.
The following is a paid program.
And Ann Yeager joins us this morning.
Good morning.
How is Ann Yeager doing today?
I'm good.
Doing all right?
You know, Robert doesn't use the camera.
He doesn't?
No.
Well, I do. We're back to the Joe Show. We're putting the camera on you. You can watch the live stream on Hometown Live Radio on our Facebook page.
Yay.
And you can watch Ann Yeager live on camera as she does this radio segment. And to tell us what you've been up to, Ann Yeager. I wasn't here last Tuesday.
No,
so you
we
got to talk
missed
with
you.
Robert. Yeah.
In fact, I should have listened. I should have paid attention because Robert and I talked about something that I should talk about with Joe next week.
Okay.
And I don't remember what that was.
Okay. Missed opportunity.
I know. I completely do not remember what all we talked about and what I said I would talk about with you. Oh,
Okay.
well.
Well, I know what you said when you came in this morning.
Yes. I have a PSA, y'all.
Okay. Public service announcement. Brought to you by Funeral.
Yes. Funeral procession. Let's talk about that again.
Right.
Because we've had some confusion here lately on what a funeral procession is. If you see multiple cars with their flashers on and their headlights on in the middle of the day for what seems like no reason, more than likely that's a funeral procession. They may or may not have a hearse, because you have to remember, with cremation, we don't always use the hearse.
Right.
Not a lot, even with cremation. We're going in procession because the hearse is a big signal of what is going on. Why these cars are going to light?
Yeah.
And they didn't stop at the light. So, if you see a funeral procession, if we are pulling out from a church, if there's a woman in the middle of the road putting her hands up at you, that means stop.
Don't hit the woman.
I'm going to keep walking at you. If you keep coming towards me, I'm going to keep walking. I'm going to walk right towards you with my hands in the air. Because I need to shut it down. I need to shut down either an intersection or a street. There are certain streets in this town that are very difficult or they are narrow. Like when we're at the Catholic Church, we take up all of First Street because it's so narrow and it's hard. It's really sweet. There are a couple of neighbors that know now what we do when they see the cones out. And one of the neighbors, she's like, if I see you, I'll stop traffic for you. I'm like, thank you.
On a team.
Yeah, the neighbors over there kind of jump on board and help us out with funeral processions.
I bought a breakfast on Amazon just for this minute.
So my dad bought my mom's outside one time. She did not enjoy her stop sign.
Okay.
He thought it was hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see this line of cars, or if you see a hearse, the best thing to do is just stop. Just stop and wait. Give them the right of way.
Mm-hmm.
It will take about 3 to 7 minutes out of your day to show respect for someone. But just stop. Because here's the other thing. If you turn down a side street, we see you. We see you avoiding us. It's not just me. Because it's one thing when I know that you're like trying to get around us. But the family sees also. Because in that moment, they don't have anything else to do other than look out the windows because they're sad. So they see the people who stop. They see the people who take off their hats. They see the people that put their hand over their heart. That's also a good thing if you're walking and you see a funeral procession.
Yeah, that's a good question. Because when I'm walking or running, I'm just,
Right, and you see this, like, oh, it's a funeral procession. Just stop. If you have a hat on, take it off, whatever your heart. We don't care what your hair looks like. It's the gesture that matters. But just stop, or you put your hand over your heart. That shows a sign of respect. Or if it's a veteran, it also shows a sign of respect. But you have no idea. That simple gesture, my family's, by the time we get to here where we're going, my family's talking about it. They're like, did you see that guy running? Did you see that trucker who stopped and got out? Did you see the guy that came off the lawnmower? Did you see the lady who was saluting on the corner? Like, you have no idea how much it matters. But then they also say, did you see that car that went around us? Did you see that car that tried to get in the funeral? That makes me mad. And they're ready for blood. Like, I've had people who've gotten license plates before because someone broke into our procession multiple times, and they got the guy's license plate, and Had to give it to the police. And we ran it right there on the spot. Who he was. And they just wanted to know. And now Facebook, they find
everybody knows
everybody knows everything.
Well, you had a situation last week where someone had some choice words to say to you as you were just trying to get your possession out.
Yes, and here's the funny part of it is I was out in the middle of the street, and because I didn't think I was going to, and sometimes I don't get a police escort. If there's something going on in town, I don't get a police escort, so I have to go on my own.
Yeah.
And when I have, 8 to 10 to 25, I think the longest I've ever had to go on my own, well, I had to take one to Louisville on my own, but I had to take one across the bypass to Danville when I had 35 cars. I had a lot of cars.
No police escort?
And no, it was the day, remember a couple of years ago, the drug bust they had? The huge drug bust here in town.
Yeah.
Like they had Danville, Boyle, KSP, everybody.
Had everybody there.
Yeah, yes, because that day when I couldn't get an escort and I had all the cars, I called the sheriff, who was Derek Robbins at the time, and I was like, hey, I have 35 cars I had to get across the bypass. He was like, Nani, I can't. We graduated. He was like, I can't. I literally have everyone tied up. He was like, everyone is tied up. I was like, okay, so if I shut the bypass? He was like, go for it. I was like, thank you. So I was the crazy pregnant girl walking. Well, it was many years ago. Gosh, I can tell you, I was 17.
Okay.
I was a pregnant girl walking down the bypass, my hands in the air, shutting down the bypass because I had 35 cars I had to get across there safely.
Yeah.
So it's just best if I shut things down and everybody stops for a minute in order for that to happen safely.
So recently, did you know the person who had some nasty language for you?
Well, the funny part about that is it literally that God love our sheriff's department and our DPD, but the sheriff's department, even though it was in the city, came to escort us because the city was busy, and I could see the sheriff's car coming at me. So I stopped my procession. I got out to talk to him real quick. I was kind of walking them down the street already, shutting down. When this person started yelling at me about get out of the street, and I kind of wanted to be like, I had my lead car in my hearse and the line of family cars, and I was like, you do see what I'm doing, right? This is a funeral. And I was very nice. And I said, and actually I had two people yell at me. I had both a man and a woman. I said, if you could wait just a moment for the funeral procession, myself and the family would appreciate it. And
So
but the guy still came too.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. Did he continue to like?
The woman was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," because she didn't. She realized.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that she was like, "Oh," she just stopped and pulled over and but no, the man yelled at me again, and I was like, "Sir, the sheriff's right here." And he continued to the sheriff's department for you, so they could get us. And I was like, I looked at him, I shrugged my shoulders. I was like, "I'm sorry for your inconvenience. The family is also very inconvenienced today that they had a death."
Yeah.
And then because I was at that point, I was a little put out by him.
Yeah.
And I got lead car and off we went.
So those are the rules for possessions.
So if you see, I even stopped in the middle of 27 and helped another funeral home who didn't have an escort who was trying to get the light at Junction City, and helped everything down because it's much more important in that moment that funeral procession gets from point A to point B safely because they're already in such a state. They're grieving. They're sad. They have. This is the worst day of their life. They're having to lay someone to rest who. To bury someone who has died, their loved one. So anything that we can do to make that just a little bit easier and a little bit nicer and show that little inch of respect is huge. So just remember what a bad day. Even if I know you're in a hurry and you got places to go, I get it. In Danville, we expect everything to be 5 minutes because we're all spoiled.
Run everything.
So we're like, golly, how does anybody do this? Yeah, because we're all spoiled by 5 minutes in Danville. Like 10 minutes at the most to get from one side of town to the other.
And yet, Stiff Funeral Home, 859-236-2113. Phone number to call in for Stiff Funeral Home, 852-236-2113. It's 9:48 in the morning, and Jaeger, we've got Ask AY. We got some questions to ask you. First, we'll ask you, let you think about it. Someone says, why do casket prices vary so much? We'll talk about that coming up next.
Hey, it's me again. That's right. Jerry Farmer, and I'm still cutting up. Still Cutting Up is a place to go when you need a fresh cut or a mini afro. Perms, colors, nails, too. Braids, highlights, and even updo. I know you done heard of us, so get with it. I know you need your hair did. Here's our digit, 238-7899. Bob your head while I rhyme. 24/7, we won't be beat. 365 on South 4th Street. See ya. See ya.
Serving Boyle County seniors, a gathering place.
Our Adult Day Healthcare Services provide independence through assistance for adults with special needs ages 21 and over. Our participants enjoy games, reality orientation, cognitive and physical activities, exercise, music and craft programs, while offering families freedom and peace of mind knowing their loved ones are cared for in a safe, supportive environment. Visit thegatheringplace.org, follow on Facebook and Instagram for more info.
You gotta go with Graceland. Graceland Air.
Graceland Air, a local HVAC company, offers a wide range of services and provides each customer with an effective and long-term solution in both heating and air conditioning repair. They're committed to excellence in every aspect, exceptional quality of service, high standard of integrity. You are the basis of their business, and they service all brands. Go online to graceland-ky.com for more information.
You gotta go with Graceland. Graceland Air.
Catch the best of Sean Hannity, Saturday mornings, 10 to 1 on WHIR.
9:49 Tuesday with Stefan Yeager joins us as we ask AY some real questions from real people.
I ended a funeral with that song too. That's what
Black
I tell.
Water?
That's what I tell him all the time when he plays songs. I'm always like, whether or not I've played that at a
I've done
funeral
that
or
one
not.
at a funeral, yeah. The Doobie Bros.
Yes.
This person says, I noticed burial caskets in my area range from about 1.5K to 15K plus.
Yes.
Since I opted for a direct burial, I just chose the 1K wooden burial container with plush interior that looks comfortable to me. Funeral experts, please advise why the prices vary so much. Is it aesthetics? Is it more beneficial to pick a certain kind? What would you pick for yourself? The cemetery already provided the vault for $1,800. Thanks. So that's their question. So why do casket prices vary, basically?
So it's funny because I got this question just we were talking about this at VBS this week at church, and this came up at church the other night with some of the adults. They were asking me about this. And so in 2020, casket prices from one specific company rose 11% in 1 year. It was a lot. So but casket prices generally vary on the type of material, so whether they're wood or metal. And with their metal, it depends on how thick the metal is. There are 20 gauge is the lightest, 18 gauge. We used to have 16 gauge, but we don't really anymore. And stainless steel, and then copper and bronze. I might have a heart attack if I sold it if somebody said they wanted copper or bronze.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
How much would
probably cover $6,000 or more. I don't even know.
A bronze casket.
Probably more. Probably 8 or 9. For a solid, they used to be called a 48-ounce bronze.
Is that heavy?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it would. I don't even know how much it would cost. The most expensive casket I have at the funeral home is a solid mahogany. So the wood are always more expensive than metals because of the manufacturing process.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more difficult to cut the wood than it is to be the metal.
Yeah, okay.
It's that simple. And then woods vary depending on the type of wood. The least expensive wood is veneered wood, so it's basically pressed board with prettier wood over top of it. And then on up to solid woods and the different types of woods, mahogany being the most expensive wood that I know of. And there are all kinds. There's one called a solid on sarcophagus with Promethean. Those are the most expensive.
Like
they are. Those are the most expensive caskets I know of.
Okay.
I think Michael Jackson was buried in the Promethean. It's like a shiny gold color.
Wonder how good you know.
I mean, here's how I explain caskets to people. They're all personal preference. My most expensive and my least expensive work exactly the same way. They have a thumb latch. So it really depends on what you like. Do you like wood? Do you like metal? Do you like blue? Do you like, it's all personal preference in that respect. It's just like outer containers. There's no law about outer containers in the state of Kentucky. So that's a cemetery rule. And the outer container is what casket goes into the cemetery. So some cemeteries do not require an outer container.
Okay.
Like Parksville Cemetery, Spring Hill, and Harrisburg, neither of them require outer containers. So I can bury a casket straight into the ground. So technically, I could put my casket straight in the ground if you wanted.
Okay.
So just like casket or personal preference, outer containers are your own belief system. Do you believe in ashes to ashes, dust to dust? Or do you believe in preservation of the body? If you believe in ashes, ashes, dust to dust, then use a concrete box. Then what most cemeteries require, it has holes at the bottom, so water gets in, water gets out. It offers no protection. It is just a minimum of the cemetery. If you do not want any water or anything to touch you, if you believe in preservation of the body, then put your money into your vault, not your caskets. Vaults do work. Caskets look pretty.
Okay.
As far as which one I would be in, I would want to be buried in a field of wildflowers. I've told you this before. And then my daughter died, and she's buried at Bellevue. So if I'm going to be buried at Bellevue, we have to drive over lots of graves. And right now, I set my tent up on my graves regularly, so I want to be in a vault. If I had my own cemetery or my natural burial ground, I'd like to go up and take her out there with me.
Yeah.
And be buried in a field of wildflowers and just put me in my basket, casket, and stare at the ground. But if I'm going to be buried at Bellevue, I want to be in a vault. And whatever casket my family likes. I'm sure my daughter has lots of opinions because she's my daughter. She's grown up in caskets.
She knows. She can probably tell the difference between all of them. Knows the difference between them.
I do not want to be put in the barnwood or the seven wood simply because they're really heavy and my pallbearers. I don't know, maybe I do want to, so that way my pallbearers would have to really work. Because my pallbearers are all...
Make them work one last
time. Yeah, are all friends from high school, college. Make us all carry me, back me.
Here's one more question for you. This person says, my aunt texted us yesterday and said there'd be a viewing for my 92-year-old grandmother who weighed half as much as her healthy weight and has no teeth. So I assume that she was sick when she died. That's not added in there. I'm assuming that she was sick when she died. She looks like a skeleton. I was very involved in her care, and I stayed and signed the papers when the funeral home came to get her. This news is pretty disturbing to me because of how horrifying she looked before she passed. I heard they will make her look pretty. I'm actually really concerned about her fingernails. She was in a skilled nursing unit of a nursing home for the last year and a half. I used to paint her nails for her regularly. There's a specific color and brand of polish I used the whole time. She's particular and tried fast. I had to make sure her nails looked good before she passed. They weren't perfect, but I did the best that she could, she said. Since my family decided on a viewing without telling me, I'm worried she won't get to wear her signature nail polish. Can I call the funeral home and see if it's too late to bring it by? I actually kept the bottle of it because it's sentimental. She passed away, it says, on Tuesday, which would have been last day. So at what point?
Call the funeral home right now.
Okay.
Go up and paint her nails or bring it to them. I'll paint someone else. I was talking to a friend the other day that when her daughter called her and I was like, the sweater you brought in doesn't match her nails, and I know the nails worth. I get it because for some people, I don't care. Mm-hmm. But other people, their nails are a thing. So I have called and said, her nails don't match her sweater. Can I repaint them or is there a favorite color? So yeah, call the funeral home.
What if, how does
And now, just because she doesn't have teeth, that's not a big deal.
Okay.
Because we have a mouth former thing we use.
Okay.
So that's not a big deal because, yes, death is very hard and a lot of times not pretty. Now, she also, I hope for this person's sake that she's going to look her very best because people are also generally clinically dehydrated. So when they're clinically dehydrated and we embalm, and there are times that we literally watch people's bodies change before our eyes. Mm-hmm. It's one of the coolest things about embalming because literally we will watch the body absorb the water where their cells are so thirsty for water.
Just the act of the fluid makes
just
them look
flushing
better.
the body, just the embalming and flushing the body. And I can't force people's bodies to either give up fluid or absorb fluid, so it's kind of neat for us to watch it when it happens. Of someone's like cheeks fill back out, or their eyes don't look as sunken, and it's nothing like we didn't do that. There are things that we can do to help that, but there's also an aspect to it where your body is just thirsty for water.
262113 Stith Funeral Home, StithCares.com. If you have any questions, you call Ann Yeager and staff there at Stith Funeral Home. They'd love to talk to you. Before we let Ann Yeager go, where did it go on here? Here it is, a review of Stith Funeral Home. Stith Funeral Home, this is quote, Stith Funeral Home was kind, caring, and so helpful after my father's passing 6 years ago. When my mother passed this past February, we called upon them once again to assist us in navigating the process of the cremation and memorial service. So 2 thumbs up to Stith Funeral Home and that individual who said you service their family during their time of need. So there you go. Ann Yeager, appreciate you being on.
Y'all have a great day, people.
There's the sound of music again. That means my time has come to an end of the Joe Show. Had a blast with you all on this Tuesday morning. And I hope I'm at the start to your work day just a little bit more bearable. I'm Joe Mathis signing off. I'm back with you tomorrow morning, dark and early,